Another strike over on the Innovator side here.
Who do we got up here now? We got...
And Justin goes up. He throws a chop off. Good count on the spare. Oh, and that sounded like another maybe late falling one here.
Good.
But
we did pop back on. I know if you guys are, anybody who was trying to watch and we were cutting in and out, we do apologize, so try to stick with us. Our poor tech guy is pulling his hair out right now.
we'll get it going here. We'll get it going.
I think it's my fault because everything was fine until I jumped on.
Well,
so
it probably is.
Could be.
Probably is.
All I'm hearing is that we can always blame someone else other than Katie Rayner.
Well, yeah.
Or Carrie.
Or Carrie.
Yeah.
It's never our fault.
Actually, you know what? I pretty much think it's Tim's fault. It's the Wi-Fi here.
Yeah, I think it's Tim.
Maybe if they would have had the ports plugged in, we could have been fine. But
Yeah.
no, they didn't finish that up this week.
Use your own Wi-Fi.
Oh, and Bradley gets
Bradley
a cruncher. He
it
gets
is,
that
so.
4 in a row for Team Innovator, and they are starting to battle their way back here.
Look at this. Team
So
Innovator.
if you are watching and it keeps cutting out, they've got too many cameras going, too many live feeds. So bear with us. We're trying to keep up.
We're here for a while. Katie's leaving us.
Katie's done. So it's just
It's
Henry. It's just the two handsome ones left.
That's
eh?
right. You're going to have to read now because that's a long ways away.
So if that, it's a foul.
What?
Foul.
That is a foul.
That is a foul,
That is
right?
a foul. No. Yeah.
We need a ruling on that. Can somebody that's watching can somebody watch? That's a foul. That went over like foul.
He went over the line to get it.
His hat went over the line.
Yeah. No foul.
Well, apparently it's no foul.
No
I call
foul. No
bull
foul.
crap on that. Maybe wear a tighter hat.
Yeah. That's it.
Right?
Uh-oh. What did he do? He
The
punched?
JB called it a foul. I'm going to agree with him.
All right.
Foul.
There you go. There you go. Okay. Here we go. He's trying to spare this.
Oh, he wasn't delivering
did.
the ball. See, I guess that's what I get for not paying attention.
Yeah.
I
he
just
did-
seen
he didn't
it's
throw the
chaos
ball.
down here.
He did not throw the ball.
It's just utter chaos down here. We need a ruling.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Okay.
So there was a couple of misses there. I think the
that is a
hat miss
bomb.
must have thrown him off.
Okay, here they go.
This is straight up
J.
match
Rain-
play, right?
JB Rains coming back here.
Innovator is
Straight up.
straight up.
Straight
So
up.
does just throw
Two
a ball.
bowlers.
Just like that.
Oh, that sounded like a punch.
It did, and I know you can't see it, but I can see it.
The batters are in the way here, and my guy here has died on the side here.
We need an eye in the sky. Can we get a drone in here? I think that'd be good. Let's get a drone going.
Should have brought
we
Anthony
have a hard
Street.
enough-
Anthony Street.
We have a hard enough time keeping the still cameras on. Never mind a drone.
That's true. Nobody in here is going to be able to drive that.
We are taking taxi vouchers if anybody is going to send them in.
Yes.
Not if all from the pin.
Uber. Oh, he missed. Big miss.
That is a big miss by Dream Crusher Timmy. Sherwood Park's very own.
Here we go. Ooh.
And Timmy just definitely puked
Timmy
over the
did
lane there.
Timmy.
There's no other way to describe that.
Timmy did Timmy. Yeah.
Uh,
Uh-oh. They're letting them back in it here.
They did let him back in with Timmy's 8 frame.
Yep.
That's not even a big 15.
There we go. Oh, that hurt. That hurt.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty here.
We are getting down to the nitty gritty here.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Katie.
Welcome back.
Jeez, you surprised me. Where did you come from?
Oh my goodness.
We did have Tommy Tompkins foul with his hat going over the line, but apparently that is not a foul.
I missed so much. I went to the bathroom for like
did.
30
You
seconds.
did.
You were gone a long time, Katie.
Yes, it was. it left him.
Wow. So eventful.
But he didn't throw a ball, so it's not a foul. He had to go get it.
I'm going to vote. JB thinks it's a foul, and I'm on Team JB. So
There is a new C5 ruling
Yeah,
that
it is.
if it's a piece of clothing that falls off of your
You're a foul.
really,
anything,
so
yeah, it's like if your earring, if your fingernail, if your hat falls off, it doesn't
What
count.
about my shirt?
Yeah,
You-
yeah, there is. That ruling came into place 2 years ago, I think.
Perfect.
It's been 2023, so it's been very recent that rule has changed.
Yeah.
But because it used to be that if an article of your clothing fell off over the line while you were delivering a ball, that it would be a foul.
Well,
But
Michelle, that rule has changed just because your glasses went over the line. They changed that rule.
Yeah.
So you're welcome.
They,
But when my shirt falls over the line, I am not going to get fined
Post.
because it is not a foul.
post-COVID rule, post-COVID rule.
So this match here, first match of round 2 is going to go to Team Innovator. Team J Brains can max out at like 234.
Yeah.
Was that the right math?
Sorry, JB. Even with the foul, your team still lost,
Couldn't
buddy.
tell you.
Sorry, buddy.
224. 224.
Robert can't see that
I
far.
knew,
This
I knew
guy's
someone
dead.
here that has
This
math
guy-
skills.
This guy's dead.
But Team Innovator threw a 278
Oh, yeah, they win.
so far. They have potential for a 283. Justin throws that the head pin.
Yeah, they're done. They're done.
Yeah,
Innovators.
apparently I need my glasses too, Mitchell.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but then I'm like, that's
Okay.
not Michelle.
Hold on, let me check. Oh, I gotta take my glasses off. Oh, yeah, Mitchell. It's got it.
Jeez.
Whatever.
And just like that, Team Innovator has the early lead. They
2 to
are up
1.
2-1.
The new boys in town. Look at Coach Schwartz trying to tell people like he knows what he's talking about.
I mean, maybe. So
Settle down, he
Team
does
J
not.
Brains finished their match with a 201 for Tim and Justin.
Not good.
Not
Well,
good.
So
Not
I've been
good.
pulled away because
Thank
I've had
you.
too much to drink. Sorry, guys. Later.
All right, we are back with the second match of the second round. This is going to be a 3-player Baker's team where the players are going to alternate frames. So someone will play frame 1, 4, 7, 10, and then 2, 5, 8. So for Team Innovator, they are going to have Tyler, Tic-Cat, Trevor, and Rylan on the lanes. And going up against Dexter Wiseman, Curtis Dunas, and Gary Baird for Team J Brains. And we're joined with Carrie Kreitz.
We have an innovator lead.
An innovator lead.
Did anybody ever see that coming? I don't believe so.
It's been a while since there's been an innovator lead in this tournament.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. We had some issues with some equipment, but we got all fixed for you guys. Hopefully the audio is fantastic again. And we're rocking and rolling here. Match number
2 of round 2, match 2.
So match 4 of the event.
Yeah.
Match 4 of the event. 21 pins.
No, this guy's gonna be here all fucking night. Oh, is that what it is?
And we have Mitch Davies joining us. He's just sat down to my right.
We'll just let him put his headphones on before we turn his mic on. And you
Well,
can tell
it's kind of like The
he's
Office.
a little bit.
Yeah, it's
his-
kind of like The Office where you have to give him like a trial run before you unmute him, and then
Hey, bud, your headphone is backwards.
Well, who did this?
That's all you. Switch
Oh.
it. There you go.
oh, it's like he's never heard himself talk before.
I'm back.
Hey, Mitch.
He's
I'm
back.
back.
I'm back,
I'm
baby.
back. How's it going, team?
Holy.
Going good.
Hannah.
How do you feel being on the team that is in a deficit right now?
Oh, we got lots of life left. We got lots of life left. I gotta text Mel right now. I'm gonna let her know that I'm on the commentary. She's gonna love this. Stand by 1 second.
You want me to tell her?
Can you mute? Oh, can you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever talked to her?
I had her on our podcast. Do you not remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh no. Her last name is Downey.
That's weird. That Mitch would take your seat when you went and off and did your thing.
So we
That's
are
something he
in
would do.
the third frame. So far, it is a pretty close match with lots of marks on the board. Team Innovator has a little bit of an open there with Rylan in the third frame, but they're not in that big of a hole with Dexter coming up in frame 4.
When I'm up, you go on the mic.
You want to go?
Yeah.
Oh, we're switching out.
We'll get a beer. You know,
I've been told to get off.
yeah, I want to kick you out of here.
We're switching out.
So we'll save texting her.
Yeah, I'm up next. That's fine.
Just send that text.
I'll buy you
Say
a beer
watch.
next.
Just say watch it. She'll watch it. She's really good.
Ooh, solid corner here by Ty in the fourth frame. So Ty is playing the 1-4-7-10, along with Curtis is playing 2, 5, and 8 on jbrains.ca.
Yes.
We got Dwayne Gilardi in the house.
Hey, fella.
How's it going? I'll ask you the same question I asked Mitch. How does it feel to be on the team in the deficit right now?
I'm a big fan of coming from behind. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why this is rated 18 plus.
Oh, no, I was talking about bowling. I was talking about bowling. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Isn't that what we were asking?
Sort of, yeah.
It's called
Yeah.
the underdog. It's not called
Oh, yeah.
coming
That's
from behind.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah. Underdog.
And moving on from that, Team Innovator throws a big strike in 5 to keep this match close.
This format is?
This format
what
is the
again?
three-man Baker's team, or three-man
Total pinfall, yeah?
total pinfall players alternating.
Perfect.
So it was interesting to see. Did your coaches talk to you guys about their strategy for some of these ones where
Not
there's
at all.
alternations?
Not even a little.
Because in the last round on team, I can't remember which one of your teams played in the alternate or in the any order back-to-back
Yes.
frames, whereas the other team alternated their players even though they could put them in wherever they wanted, and they only had Rylan playing the back-to-back frames.
Yeah.
Is there any
They didn't tell us their strategy. They just said they just threw it all onto a piece of paper and hoped for the best, and it worked out great for Team Innovator.
fair? Did your team have any
interesting.
comments about that strategy?
Well, let's just see. Let's have this conversation after the next match.
After the next match.
Yeah.
Dwayne's
There's an extremely
ready.
interesting lineup coming up. So
There is, yeah.
we'll have that conversation. We'll see what Kerry says after that.
Okay.
Sounds
I
fantastic.
want to see what Innovator does. Do you know Innovator's lineup yet?
So we have Jay Brains at 193 in the 7th, and Team Innovator is slightly down.
With
a
140.
A mark down.
144 in the 6th, but a strike here from Tyler Tic-Tac could change everything. And if there's one
one
person
mark down.
you want throwing a strike for you, it's probably Tyler.
Mitch Davies is trying to tell
you
me
explain me
that it's
why
over
Tyler?
already.
Why Tyler? Because he is the new Edmonton 5-pin vice president to my presidency, and I have his back no matter what.
Is he?
He is.
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Me and him taking over Edmonton.
That's congratulations.
Well, him
to
and
you.
I guess.
Ooh.
Oh, and throws
Thin
another
corner, thin corner.
That's a tough left corner to see. Sitting here on JB Reigns, that's a tough left corner. Oh, you know what?
Okay, I have another question. I feel like we clarified this last year. Is it Jay Brains?
No, it's JB Reigns.
I know that it is JB Brains, but I'm pretty sure last year he told us it was Jay Brains.
No.
I really like Jay Brains better. I think that's a great marketing gig because
JB, I know you're
brain.
watching
Yeah, 'cause
right
he is
now.
a brain, yeah.
I need you to send me a message on Facebook to tell me, is it JB Brains or Jay Brains? Because I don't want to say it wrong the whole
And
day.
JB, because I said it, just back me up. What's he gonna say?
I don't know.
I'm so excited. Come on, JB, pull through. So we're looking at 205 and 8
Yep.
for JB Rains.
Big mark here in 8 if we can get one for Innovator.
Innovator needs this. T. Cook throws
Ooh.
Oh, a chop.
a bit of a power chop. I thought that was good. Trevor being from Winnipeg, I've seen that shot a few times. It does not chop often. So it's interesting. I'm not upset. He's on the Innovator team.
Are you?
I'm not upset.
Oh, you're
No,
not.
No, no,
Not
not,
upset.
not to see that chop off, no.
No, I see. I got you.
Come on, Gary Baird. Oh,
Look at Gary Baird go.
Dream Crusher right there.
Dream Crusher.
Oh,
He
wow.
he's figured it out.
Sorry.
Not gonna lie.
So this match here, Team Innovator can have, if they clean this up, 183 plus 90, 273. And Dexter up on the lanes. He throws the first strike in 10. They are already sitting at 250.
I think it's 274.
Yep.
Still good, yeah.
Yep.
No problem. It's all right.
You know what?
You know what? You're pretty, so
Thanks.
it's good.
Yeah, math is just one of those things.
You woke up pretty.
It's a reason I teach elementary school math.
Oh, Dex with the pitch there. That gives an opening. That's
Well,
a big opening. They
But
can
he
bang
threw the
out to
first
win.
one. He threw the first one. That's what's important.
They're not locked out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, they're
Innovator's
not locked out.
Yeah, but you know
A
what?
four-bagger
Ryland,
to
his
finish
cheeks
here.
Are rosy. It's not paradise, and we'll see what happens. That's the first one.
Oh, they
straight
get
goal.
the late falling corner.
Even I have to celebrate that one, yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
There you go.
Oh, wait a second.
Tie for the bang out for the win.
270. Team Innovator sitting with a possible
Ty's throwing the first one.
274
Double aces.
on the lane.
Double ace is the tie.
No, he's throwing the first one. And then unfortunately, it's going through the nose. Just calling it
Okay.
now.
Wow, Dwayne.
calling
Like,
it.
that's bad karma, is all
Don't
I'm
worry
saying.
about my karma.
Don't worry about my. Don't you have a match coming up here right away, Dwayne?
Oh yeah, I do. Oops.
Oh, and the
Look at that. I
punch.
even gave him more. I gave him more.
Yikes. 2-2. 2-2.
Hey, Kerry, what were you saying about being behind there or coming from behind? Or
2-2.
was it
It's the underdog
Oh, yeah,
story.
yes. Yeah,
2-2.
that's right. Yeah.
2-2.
And
I've
Team
seen that
Innovator
movie.
is going to finish with a
You horned
226
it? You would. You
potentially. And Tim Wiseman showing his sportsmanship here.
Typical.
Typical Tim Wiseman. 226 to 270 for Team J Brains.
Well,
Super exciting. Next
Commercial.
Next match is 300.
All right, we are coming back in for match number 3 of round 2. Before we get to that, important breaking news. Katie Rayner was right. It is Jay Brains. Dwayne has graciously accepted defeat, even though he was telling me completely that he was right. And I just love to gloat. So this match is a 3-player Bakers playing in any order. So the teams can shuffle it up. They can have them play back-to-back. Depends on their coach's strategy or if they just pulled names out of a hat. So up on the lanes for Team Innovator in this round, we have, I can't remember if this is Team Innovator or Team.
That is Team J Brains.
So Jay Brains this round has Mark Johnstone, Matt Harms, and Dwayne Gilardi playing for their 3 players against Robbie Wilson, Kerry Snyder, and Greg DeGrazia over on Team Innovator.
Who's playing 10 on both those teams?
So for Team J Brains, 10th frame is going to be Dwayne Gilardi, and over on Innovator, it is going to be Greg.
I think that's going to come right down to the finals here, guys. I think we're going to have a good chance to see Greg versus Dwayne.
And in case you didn't get that voice change, we are back with Mitch Davies.
Yeah, I'm back. I was kicked off last time. Hey, Mark Johnstone with a bomb. Have we ever seen, Mark hasn't really performed in the last, say, 10 to 12 years, but I think he's really got his form back in the last 2 years.
In the last 2 years, yeah.
He qualified for 3 events this year. He was really solid. Didn't run deep, but he's really found his game again, and it's coming around.
And even in Pro League, he's had some really big matches and some really big strings when he's needed them.
Yeah, no, I think his game's getting close to where it used to be.
Yeah, for sure. If people don't know, if they're kind of new to this whole thing, Mark probably 10 years ago was top of the game. He was winning pretty much everything.
Well,
so
I think I remember 2008. He threw that elusive 18 in a row. No, it might have been more than 18 in a row.
Oh,
Aces.
and
Aces.
aces.
Wow. It might have been around 20-something in a row. I remember he did it at Bonnie Doon. He did a whole spiel with CBC as Player of the Week for Edmonton.
Yeah.
He was probably the player to beat and the top player in Canada back and then. So
yeah,
he's definitely a force to be reckoned with if he can find his stroke again.
yeah. He's it's fun watching him get excited again and play well.
He gets really fired up.
It's good.
Yep, for sure.
So this is another one of those matches where there's kind of different strategy from the teams. Team J Brains has their players playing back-to-back, so Johnny's going to play those first 3 frames. Matt Harms will play the next 3, and then Dwayne is going to finish out the last 4 frames.
Oh.
Whereas over on Team Innovator, they had Rob Wolfson playing frames 1 and 2, Kerry's playing frame 3, and then Greg played 4.
And
Kerry's
back
coming
on
back
5.
for frame 5, Greg for frame 6, Rob for frame 7, and then Kerry and then Greg will play the last 2 frames to end it out.
I don't know if I like that situation because, at the end of the day, a lot of the tournaments that we play, 3-man bakers, 4-man bakers, it's kind of set the way it is. 1, 2, 3, 4, you alternate frames and you go back over it again. And I think that kind of throws off the flow.
Right.
But they have the
I agree
option
with
of
it.
doing that.
No,
because
I understand that, and that's the coach's decision. That's totally viable. That's fine. But I do think it kind of throws off the flow of some of the players that have kind of used to just doing, hey, you know what? I'm gonna alternate you guys and then just keep going.
I do agree. I think a flow issue is there, but I think the 3 individual players they have playing this are kind of
Heaters.
Yeah, I think they strive for the one shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
All 3 of them. So I think that's actually not a bad strategy.
Yeah,
you can throw them in any order you want and
Listen,
let them go.
J Brains right now is going to need an open right now from Rob Wolfson. There's no 2 ways about it.
And Robbie's one of the best one-shot players there is.
Oh.
But
and he
then
runs
throws
into a
the
punch.
hit.
That's the only way that J Brains was coming back into this game right now. Matt Harms got to throw a double, bring him back, and that's the only way.
Have you noticed this? The J Brains, every time they come on commentary, they really badmouth the innovator.
Just so we're clear, I didn't badmouth them. I said there was only one way we could come back. And the chop spare is not going to do it either. So we're down 90. Okay, well, we have frames in hand, I guess.
you do have
you
frames
got
in hand,
frames.
but Team Innovator has 143 and 5. And with that miss spare, you're looking at only under 90 in 5.
You know what's
so
not going to get it done? 4 open frames out of 5 frames. That's not going to get it done.
That doesn't add up.
no.
Hey, that's what happened in that Baker's Challenge in match number 2, wasn't it? Or match number 1.
Yeah.
We had 4 open straight, and you guys just
Well,
crushed us.
you guys had a big lead. But
Yeah.
you know what J Brains did? They came back.
you want to take some coaching advice into the pit for your next round? Hit more pins with less balls.
That's the goal right
That's the
there.
goal. It's as simple as that.
That's Kerry Snyder right there, the ex-Autumn Open winner.
Ex-Autumn. Well, no, he's still
2021.
an Autumn Open champion.
Yeah, it's not. He didn't get it taken away from him.
Well, yeah, he
the Autumn
is.
Open didn't break up with him.
I'm sorry. I'm just so used to.
He's just not the most recent
He's not
Autumn Open
the
winner.
reigning champion.
He's not the reigning
Oh,
champion.
do we have life here? We got 225 sticks sitting there right now. We got 313, and they got 204. If we can throw a bomb right now, Dwayne's got to get hot. There's no two ways about it.
Dwayne is going to have to finish this game. Those
Dwayne's
last
got to
4
throw at
frames
least
on
a
the lane.
double right now. That's 1 and 2, 7, 8, going into 9. Is that 1?
Oh, and he hangs the left corner.
Okay, cut through corner. 118 and 6. Spare and 7. That's 148 and 7. That's only going to give us 3-0. We got life still.
Oh, yeah. You're still alive.
sure.
There's not a doubt in our mind.
That head pin in 9 did not help
Dwayne right
Team
now
Innovator.
has my ball in his hand. That is a white soft roll. I must have left it out there. He missed it. What are you doing? Why would you look at me like that?
Mitch just is talking so loud he's throwing off his own team who missed the spare in 7.
We are literally in headphones and a microphone, and Mitch is yelling loud enough.
How does he hear that?
I've
He
already,
can hear you out on
I've already had to turn Mitch's mic down once.
How does he hear that? Guys, it's literally 40 feet away. How do you hear that? How do you hear that? Like, that's just unbelievable.
It's just pins and needles
Okay,
out
well,
there.
we actually got life still, regardless.
Well, like it's fallen apart a little bit here.
Now you need to find it. Is that one? Get over, roll.
Oh, and
okay.
he gets the push this time.
Hey, listen, if there's anybody with the mental fortitude, I'll tell you right now, Dwayne this year has really
Mental
shown.
fortitude.
He's really shown himself. Oh, Greg opens in 10. Do we have life? We have a lot of life.
Stop. He does, yeah. You guys have actually
No,
quite a bit.
I'm serious right now. When I say Dwayne right now has really taken the step forward in the last like 3 years, it's really shown in his game. I used to think maybe Dwayne wasn't there, but watching him and you know what, guys.
This is tough right here. This is tough love.
This
coming
is tough
right
love.
from Mitch
I'm
Davies.
hoping there's like a compliment coming in here soon.
There is.
Okay, continue
Dwayne
then.
the last 2 years has really shown that he could possibly be a top 10 player in the country.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
And just watching this right now, watching his care, watching his gift for this team right now, it just shows.
So what are you saying about Greg? Do you think the porn stash
This is your
really
doubles partner.
Hey, listen, me and Greg, we go way back. We go 15 years back, okay? We played doubles for the last 12 years. We've had a lot of success as doubles players. Greg is a top 5 player in the country, bar none. He plays a field game. Head pins are a part of his game. He doesn't play the spot. He doesn't play a couple boards out.
Dwayne still needs a big shot here.
Oh, he still needs this first one right here.
This
This
is a
first one's
big
going to be
one.
the W. This first one is going to be the W. Can I keep it down?
Okay, keep it down.
Keep it down. A little bit quieter.
Is that there? Get on. Roll.
Oh, and he gets
He
another
rolls it
late
in.
push.
He rolls it in. And that is the win we needed right there for J-Brains. That is the win.
Okay, do you not have a match coming up here?
I got the match next.
Okay.
That's the win. Right there we needed. Get a stick.
Get a stick.
Get a stick in 2 balls. Get a stick. So after having a really early lead, Team Innovator has let that one slip away, giving it to Jay Brains,
Wow.
who came back after an abysmal first half of that game.
That just shows right there, Dwayne. He's got to be in the conversation, one of the best in the country. And
He put the team on his shoulders that game.
He did. He put the team on his shoulders. He
Backpacked
came back.
them all the way in.
Look at him right now.
Backpacked. I love it.
After missing a
backpack.
corner when it was crucial. These guys opened 9-10 to let us back in the game. But Dwayne missed a corner when it was actually crucial for the match. And he comes back, throws a
Crushed it.
4-bagger right now. Could be 5.
251 for Team Jay Brains to 223 for Team Innovator.
251 isn't final. Isn't final.
Oh, not quite done yet. Ugh.
You got to give Dwayne all the credit in the world
Yeah,
right now.
that was huge. That was a huge.
I'm really respecting his game this last year, just where he's come from. And you got to remember, Dwayne's only started this game about 10 years ago.
And
So-
another strike for Dwayne.
Yeah,
we are going to commercial, and both of you have matches coming up, so good luck.
Oh, yeah, we got to play each other. Carry.
Thank you very much. There we go.
right, we are back with the last match of round 2. This is a doubles tournament where they are going to play their own games, and then they're going to add those scores together. So we have over on the Team Innovator side, Carrie Kreitz and Derek Holm, who have been longtime friends and know each other really well. They're going to be playing up against Mitch Davies and Matt Schultz, two of the best that have been playing the game. So this will be an interesting match to see. We just had a massive comeback from Team J Brains. They came back from an abysmal start to the first half of their game, and Dwayne over here threw lights out in his 4 frames to get that win over Team Innovator. So they are up 3 games to 2, or 3 points to 2 at this point. Remember, it is a race to 11. Oh, 261, not
266.
I missed the last ball.
And it's a race? Yes, raced.
So we are back with the commentary here. I have my fantastic VP from the Edmonton Zone, Tyler Tickett,
Just
and
me.
Dwayne just coming off of his hot 4 frames. He is back on the commentary mic, looking to give some insight. How'd it go?
Felt good.
Felt good?
Yeah. The team was behind you.
Yeah, we were losing a little bit of hope over there for Team J Brains.
And let's be honest here. The place went dead silent when I was going to pick my left corner, and all I hear is, "That's not his ball. It's a white ball."
Mitch is sitting
And-
here. He goes, "He's using my soft roll. That's a white soft
Yeah,
roll in his hand.
and,
What's
and
he
that's
doing?"
all I hear, literally in my backswing. And normally I can shut that out, but I don't know. I heard it dead as
Yeah.
clear as day, and I started laughing. I almost threw it backwards, to be honest.
Yeah,
No
once
excuses.
with
No
that
excuses.
miss in 7, we were a little bit concerned you weren't going to be able to make the comeback, but of course, throwing the rest of that, ending it out.
I don't know if you saw a couple of those strikes, but luck
Oh,
was on my side.
we
I
did
know
see a
I
couple
know you
of those
said
strikes.
I know you said there was some karma, but I don't think it came there.
It did not, but
Yeah.
we're still a long way away from those 21
Yeah.
points being done, so you got some time to kill here.
I do think you got to be doing some good things in your life if those corners are going to go. You know what I mean?
True.
Or you're treating somebody right.
For that.
Yeah.
So coming out
Probably
hot,
Tyler.
Maybe, yeah. So J Brain starts off with 2 head pins in their first frame. The Innovator team started off with strikes back to back, and then Mr. Carey Kreitz, my Thursday night partner in crime, with that 3-pin we've seen
It's
so
so
many
familiar.
times. It's so familiar to us, but doesn't quite get the spare conversion and misses that cleanup, so they're going to be looking to come back.
And now this big news 6 minutes ago.
6 minutes ago,
Yeah.
newest 5PL team doing a little bit of a rebrand. We've got some stuff going on.
The Bridge City Bandits have closed down to form the Trash Pandas. Probably thanks to St. James Lanes,
Yes.
the St. James Snowmen, Amanda. She called the Raccoons, or the Bandits,
The Trash Pandas.
and then they gave us the business.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't
If
nice.
you have not checked out the newest logo that just dropped on the Bridge City Bandits 5PL team, you should. It is a fantastic
Oh,
logo
yeah.
with the
It's-
Trash Pandas.
It's
So
terrific. It's unreal.
there's been a little bit of a consolidation, I believe, of teams. A little bit of,
Yes.
so we had 2 teams in the south of Alberta. They've kind of formed into one mega team called the Trash Pandas, and they are looking fierce.
And whatever that raccoon eats out of the garbage, I think I need to start eating it. 'cause-
He's built.
Yeah,
He's
He's
thick.
ripped.
Double C.
yeah, that's all right.
All right, so
J
Derek.
Brains
Oh,
adding to their head pin count.
and another one for Matt Schultz. They
4 for
have
4.
4 for 4.
That's all right.
Derek Holm threw the double to get his, so Carey's looking to get back in it after that 3-pin last frame.
As we've seen, though, it is
You know what
not
it
how
is?
you
Does
start,
come
it's
back.
how you finish.
Yeah, and that's all I'm saying. The veteran play is to put your opens at the start.
You're not allowed to talk about finishing anymore, Dwayne, after your comments last time you were on the mic.
Oh, but I did it. I backed it up.
Coming from behind.
Oh, I did that too. Don't I get some merit?
You do, yes.
Okay.
I'm trying to find any way to segue out of that, and I can't.
Sometimes things just
Yeah,
go
well,
off the rails.
When Tyler and I played together, that was not what happened.
That
I
is not
promise-
what happened.
No.
I promise you
It
that.
looked a lot like J Brains right now.
Yeah.
No,
Lots of head.
actually, Tyler, I think you would have taken J Brains right now over what I did
Hit
to
the
you.
goddamn middle, Dwayne.
No, I did. It was all head pins. It's just I didn't pin well, and when I
Was this
it
at a
was just
different
bad.
tournament?
This is in
No,
Red
this
Deer.
was doubles.
Oh, okay, doubles and red.
Were we
Gotcha.
doubles in Red Deer? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Tyler. Yeah, I just know it was doubles, and I was abysmal.
All right, so Mitch is up there in frame 3. He pitches out, looking to avoid that head
That is
pin.
a veteran move.
That is a veteran move. At least it's a sparable. Derek
Derek,
Holm
oh.
just can't get that left corner pin to go.
I don't think he knows what to do if he doesn't throw a strike.
Yeah, he probably should have thrown it faster.
Like,
That
all he
is your
does is throw
teammate,
strikes.
Tyler, but
No,
you're
this
right.
is good.
All he does is throw strikes. That is 100%
I have all the faith
correct.
that he's going to spare it. I just don't remember the last time he didn't throw a strike.
Normally it's strikes or opens.
Oh, and Mitch does not get the spare. He punches out the middle again, so even though he tried to avoid that head pin, he kind of got it anyway. And Tyler over here talking about he doesn't know what to do if he doesn't go to strike.
Well,
Was I wrong?
he has the least amount of repetitions against anything else.
Yeah. I mean, this is the man who can punch a head pin and get a strike, so...
This is the man who can punch a head
All
pin
right.
and get a strike.
While we're on the mic, let's just put this out there. That's only at one house.
Nope, I've seen it at more than one.
Okay. Katie?
If it's not a strike, it's a chop off, because he did it to me at Chinook.
Yeah, but
I've seen him get the head
strike.
pin strike in Chinook.
So 2 houses in like all of history?
And
more
he
than one.
probably did it
Never.
somewhere else.
Regina.
Katie.
Yeah,
No.
probably.
Actually, I don't think he played Regina.
Regina doesn't give those kickback. The
And
corners, the
Matt-
corners just go down.
Schultz gets another head pin.
Oh, my
so they
goodness.
are 5 for 6 on head pins, and the one frame that
I
they
think for
didn't,
our
they
team,
still
I
punched
need-
out.
Johnny, you want this mic? We need to change something up.
There are some people
some
on.
bad- there's
there
some
are
bad
You are
Juju.
locked in, sir.
there are
Sit
some
where you are.
people
Here,
in
Johnny's
purple
up
jerseys
because
who
we
are
need-
given some looks
We need
right
purple
now.
change
Mojo
here.
change.
Purple Juju.
We are chanting double K, Mr. President,
Maybe we can get a spare.
El
Though.
Presidente.
I mean, maybe a spare would be nice, but there is
Yeah,
another good strike for Carey Kreitz.
Rah, rah,
Oh,
rah.
good for him.
The Blues.
Tyler not showing his bias at all right now.
No.
But this is like, you know, when you get like roulette 10 times in a row.
Yeah,
So I'm betting on black right now.
yeah.
He just had red.
I
10
would bet on
times.
purple if I were you, but okay.
I mean, they're both kind of in black.
I think he's
Exactly.
going to get a mark.
One thing I just have to point out now that we have Mr. Mark Johnstone on the
Yeah.
mic, these jerseys this year, top notch.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
look sharp. I
Clean.
love the colors. I love the style of them. They just they're easy to read the names. They're they're just really nice, well done jerseys.
Yeah, do a little bit names a little bigger for these
Derek,
ones.
push.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right, Derek is going to
Yeah.
revenge the corner. Regina Revengers, hashtag shout out.
And Mitch Davies throws that first strike for Team J Brains, which could be the thing they needed to just get things rolling here.
Maybe, maybe not.
Yeah, it's still.
Matt Schultz trying the veteran move of pitching one out to see if he can get the spares going.
It worked for Mitch.
It didn't work for Mitch.
Oh, the
Well, it
next
did
frame.
the next frame.
Oh, it did work the next frame.
Oh, there we go.
And he
Oh.
gets the spare.
What's that? A spare? Ooh.
Yeah, we're on
We
the
now have
board.
2 spares through 16 frames
So
in our
when
professional
we're
bowling.
when we're looking, remember this one is a match that is you're adding the 2 scores together. So after 4 frames, 179 for Team Innovator and
110.
110 for Team J Brain. So a little bit of a head start over there on the Innovator side, but Kerry punching a head pin on his double isn't going to. Sorry, I read
Finish the
I
sentence.
read a text message and got completely distracted. The head pin isn't going to help them continue to build that
No.
deficit, or build that space, but
Mitch throws a double here. He's right in there with Carey.
And silence over the crowd.
What was that?
sometimes the mic's just cut.
Oh,
No.
you didn't like that. You could see it out of the hand. Was not,
Was not the kind of.
didn't love it.
Push it to the right a little.
You know, for those of you who don't live in Edmonton and didn't attend our meeting last night about a very specific tournament, we may have introduced a new hashtag that I think is appropriate in this situation, and it is hashtag #BullBetter.
Hashtag Bull Better. It's the Edmonton motto now. Now that we have new leadership in Edmonton, hashtag Bull Better.
Hashtag #BullBetter.
Will be on all of our bowling shirts.
Is maybe going to be the trend of this game. Honestly, for both teams. Like, sure, Team Innovator has some strikes up there, but like, I don't love that game.
It's not
We
like
want a 150 and 5 kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is definitely a slower paced match, but you know what? It's going to come down to 10 no matter what. We know that.
Just lay her
Matt?
down a little.
Oh, I've just heard another thing. Dwayne Derek threw the head pin to a strike at Paradise Lanes as well. So we're just knocking up all of the bowling alleys that they're there.
Oh, another spare.
And he has proven that he can spare both corners, and Matt's just going to 5-spare his way to the end, I think.
At least it's not head pins.
spare.
Carey looking to get back on it after his head pin last frame. I almost said last inning.
Oh my God. Oh.
Ooh, and
Three
there's
pin.
that 3-pin that we know and love from him.
Infamous.
Yeah.
I would like to reduce how many in one game. That would be nice.
Well, he throws a strike here. It's a good thing me and Dwayne switched spots.
Yeah. It was a TSN turning point.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Oh.
Maybe
And
not.
there's the head pin. I can't see lane 14 from
Yeah.
where I'm sitting because there's some banners in the way, but
Yeah.
Carey tries to get that spare conversion going whole side and just can't get it to push
I think
over.
we should just give it to him. He's the president. You know, he's put so much into this.
He has. He's really worked hard this
Yeah.
whole week trying to put this together.
What
so
a great time to
reward that.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he tried hard enough.
Oh, I guess you would have a first-hand look at it.
Yeah.
Working
I
together
got
now.
to see that one a little better.
Yeah. Mitch goes up and he gets the cleanup on his head pin.
15.
Derek is going to be looking, now that he spared both those corners, to get that strike going again. And Matt is looking to finally get that strike on the board.
Those two are only 16 apart. The top.
Come
two.
on. Yeah.
Great strike by Derek Holm on Team Innovator. Matt Schultz is going to be looking to match it over on the Jay Brain side.
Derek might need a place to stay tonight if anybody's.
Apparently he was supposed to stay with a Team Jay Brains
There.
competitor.
Ooh.
Matt's
Oh,
on the
wow.
board.
And Matt is on the board, the final one to throw a strike in this match.
Well.
All right. Looking to come into that last few frames strong here for both teams.
Yeah, 282 for
Gets
Innovator.
a little bit of roll on that for Carey. Wasn't like the greatest looking shot I've ever seen him throw, but he had enough junk on
Lots
it
of
to get the push.
fingers. Jay Brains did close the gap a little bit. It's 210 for them to Innovator's 297.
Yeah, so still about an 80-point deficit, but they both have strikes working. Mitch is looking to get
He's looking
another
to get
head
off the
pin.
lane.
Yeah.
I think he would like to be done.
I did see a practice match that happened today between Mitch Davies and Greg DeGrazia where there was about a 150-point difference in their scores.
Oh.
I'm not sure if Mitch was running into head pin problems at that point as well, but Greg shot a 366. And Mitch was nowhere
That'll
near that. I think he
make
was
a bit
about
of a
213. So
Yeah, we're not even on pace for that right now.
no, we are not on pace for that at this point.
You know what? Mitch is getting it all out today. He's
Mel,
gonna
if
bring
you're
the heat.
listening, you could probably turn it off now. It's probably fine. He'll understand.
Yeah. We have, I think, actually some of the Trash Pandas in the building.
We do. Miss Larissa Long, Michelle Manton. We'll maybe try to get one of them on the mic coming up here in the next little bit.
I'm not sure if they're all on the trash can.
Yeah,
I
I
think
don't know.
Michelle is coaching, is what I heard, potentially.
I have no
Not
idea.
anymore. I don't know.
Yeah.
But we could potentially see if there is a Trash Panda over in the crowd that would like to come onto the commentary and see.
Kara is definitely just
Yeah.
And the double for Matt.
Make our stream a little trashy.
And get some females on here. Like, I've been the only one. Let's go.
So, Derek Holm throws another strike. So does Matt Schultz. He's keeping it close. Carey, ooh, tight.
Throws that right corner pin.
Yeah, he was looking to make a big jump on Mitch there. He could still get some ground, but not what a double would have done.
Oh, and we found a Trash Panda in the wild.
Okay, she can jump in.
She's coming in, Miss Kara Deering. We're just going to get her settled, and we can ask her a few questions about the new
so many
rebrand.
things to ask Kara.
We do.
Rebranding, Panorama, Beef
We have
Bowl.
so many things to talk to Kara about. She's coming on. So we're coming into the
This
last
is my
couple frames
cool
here.
aunt, everyone. Please welcome.
Miss
Cool
Kara
Aunt Kara
Deering.
Deering.
How's it
The
going?
coolest aunt
The
ever.
coolest aunt.
Coolest aunt.
So we saw
two-stepped.
a little thing that just got dropped on Facebook like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah.
A new
thanks to
logo
Amanda.
for the Trash Pandas out of
Oh.
Panorama Lanes.
Yeah, can't wait
That's
to
a
bowl
big
those
win.
snowmen.
This-
So excited to
Yeah.
trash them.
I heard you did it last year, looking to repeat.
Yeah, 1400s only as trash pandas.
Yeah. So are you wanting to give us like a little spoiler of who's on the lineup for the Trash Pandas this year?
I don't know. I think that's still top secret.
It's still top secret?
We do have a ringer. coming from BC. I'll give you that.
Ooh, I know who this is.
Me too.
Hashtag if you know, you know.
Dead giveaway.
Yeah, amazing.
Yes.
And you have a tournament coming up.
We do, the Beef Bowl.
The Beef Bowl.
We need some BC bowlers. We have no support from BC yet.
BC Bowlers.
It's not that
Disappointed
far
in
of
the
a
BC
September-
It might be a far drive, actually. I don't know
No,
geography.
Depends on where you are in BC. September 8th, 9th, 10th?
Yes.
8th, 9th, 10th. So coming up in a couple weeks here, it's the first cash event of the season. Getting ready for all of the WCBT Tour tournaments that are coming up after that. So if you have not registered yet for the Beef Bowl,
You must.
there is a Baker's team on the Friday night, a three-man trios.
Three-man trios. Mulligan.
Three-man trios with
Mulligan?
Mulligan.
With a mulligan.
Oh, man.
Tyler is bowling with Curtis and I. We're going to probably win.
I am also bowling.
But everyone can throw in a
I am
money.
also bowling with
Oh.
Carrie Kreitz and a potential ringer from BC.
Well,
so,
second is still worth a lot.
and then we have the main event going on the Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
I can't wait. I just checked the shift list. I'm so glad I checked because I didn't realize I signed up for Friday afternoon. So I will be there.
Yes.
I will not be there
time.
Friday
Thursday.
afternoon. I'm going to try to leave work an hour early and gun it down.
That's kind of a hard week for you, isn't it?
It's first week back at school, so it's really hard for me to be like, I also need Friday off this week.
But if you can do it, anybody can do it.
I might make it happen. We'll see.
We're at 115 entries.
That's awesome
So
for a first year.
25,000, over 25,000 so far in prize
Amazing.
pool.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're just going to give
checking in here.
a little check-in
Yeah,
here because
not
we
paying
kind of got
attention to that.
sidetracked. So we have had a little bit of some strikes going on for once in this match. Mitch Davies has finally found that middle mark that gets him the strike instead of the head pin, throwing a double in 8 and 9. Schultz comes back in frame 9 after his miss in frame 10 or frame 8 to get that mark on the board. Derek Holm throws the fourth one. Tyler again showing his bias over here. He obviously
No
is
shame.
Team Innovator. And we're coming into 10 with Innovator having a pretty solid lead at this point.
Yeah, 477 to 339 with a frame to go.
I think it's out of reach.
It potentially could be out of
Yeah.
reach, especially
We would
with
need
Mitch
some-
not cap. Oh, he did get the strike. I can't see lane 14, so I can only.
Oh, no.
Oh, aces.
And aces for carry.
Boom, boom, boom. Well, I think Mitch is going to hit that 213 he had from practice. He could pass carry. I just don't know if Matt really has enough left.
I don't know if he does either. No.
And he gets the strike.
Touch it. Spare it.
So Mitch Davies has come alive in 8, 9, 10. He's thrown the 4-bagger,
That's
looking
this-
for the 5th one.
2 games in a row now that Innovator has someone bang out to steal the match, essentially. I mean, they're not necessarily going to steal the point, but he, gave them an opportunity. That puts him 31 points up on carry.
I mean,
Matt
right
being
now,
100 down is not
100
helping.
down, and Derek still having the double working as
Yeah.
opposed to Matt just having this 1 strike. So it does look like Team Innovator probably will take this, but
One for the good guys.
okay, Tyler.
With that, I shall bid you adieu because I don't know when I bowl next, but I look forward to more chats with my Madame Presidente in the future.
Thanks for coming on. All right, so a chop
do
off
it.
there from Derek, and that will do it. We are looking at 257 plus Matt Schultz right now, sitting at 202.
I don't have my glasses on.
Throws another one, so he is sitting now at 232 with potential for another 15, so he can get up to a 247. Which would, if he strikes out, put them at a 504 for Team J Brains.
316 for Derek.
Hello, ladies.
316 for Derek, and Carey had 226, which gives them 542. So it's all done. Oh, I wrote that on the wrong side here.
Hello, ladies.
502
Hello.
for J Brains.
So 542 for Team Innovator to a 502 for Team J Brains. All right, so we are done our first 2 rounds of competition. There have been 6 matches played, and we have a tie 3-3 for Team Innovator and TJ Brains. We are coming into round 3 right now, so this round is worth 4 points total. There's 4 different matches. The first one is a doubles best frame, so we're going to have 2 players playing, and they're going to take whichever frame, or whoever did better that frame is going to count for the team game at the bottom. Best frame. Yep, that's what I just said.
The bestest, most wonderful frame.
The best
That
frame
too.
of the 2. So whoever throws the better frame of the 2 will get to use that in the team game. The next match is an Irish doubles, followed by 2 Irish trios. We'll get more into that when we get there. But right now, I have Mr. Bob Gallaugher back,
We're back.
and we are joined with another trash panda. So we got a little bit more insight here. Michelle Manton.
Michelle.
Kara told us that our lineup was very top secret. However,
She's just spilling it. Oh, except for we're spilling it because we keep introducing ourselves as
Trash Pandas. So now we have confirmed 3.
3.
We're up to 3 out of 8, guys. Let's see how much longer it takes us to get those other 5.
Depends how quickly the drinks come.
That's right. That's right. So congratulations on a new team.
Why, thank you.
That's exciting for
I
the
know.
league and exciting for.
Yeah, I just like to change teams every year. So who knows where I'm going next year.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Kingpins.
Come to the Dream Crushers.
I do love Stetler. I do
Yeah.
love Stetler.
There, yes,
Fair.
you do. You do
We
very
all
well.
love Stetler. We
Yeah.
all love Stetler.
I gotta give a shout out to my buddy Billy and Sylvie and Dwayne. They're watching in Wetaskiwin. I was gone for a while and they wondered why, and I said my monitor died. I can't see shit.
That is true.
But
We
we're
are
all
very
back.
far away from
We're
the
all back.
lanes, so it's a little bit
But
challenging
we got new one
sometimes.
coming back here.
But it's
so
coming
we're
up. It's coming up.
good. Dwayne hooked, dumbass Dexter hooked us up.
So as the 5PL season is approaching, have you guys started kind of like practicing? Have you gotten your team ready, or just kind of?
Oh, you just want me to tell you who else is on the team?
Practice.
No. You don't have to drop names. If it's a top secret lineup, we'll wait till the season starts.
No.
But
well, I'm in Lethbridge right now, and that's where I live. But I did go out and practice on Tuesday for the first time since Diamond Ladies. So
amazing. I haven't thrown a ball since Diamond
Wow.
Ladies.
yeah.
Yeah. Kara's like, what? We're practicing now?
Practice.
Don't
Practice.
you?
that?
Aren't you at the bowling alley all the time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day.
Don't proprietors practice all
Right?
the time?
Like
yeah.
you got the
yeah.
opportunity right there.
Yeah.
Like if I had worked at
Tell
the
you
bowling
that
alley,
all the
I'd probably
time.
bowl a lot more.
No, you wouldn't.
We all say that we would bowl a lot more. Like, oh, I'll stay after my shift and practice. But I think by the time your shift is over, you're probably just like,
I feel
nope.
like I would want my
I'm
shift
done.
to be bowling.
Yeah. So as we get into this first match of round 3, our doubles teams coming into this one. For Team Innovator, we have Tyler Titcat with Derek Holmes. So Derek just came off of his doubles match with Kerry Kreitz. He is going to be bowling back-to-back. And then over on the other side, we have Dwayne Gilardi with Mitch Davies, who also just came out of that doubles match. So 2 of them are coming in and doing back-to-back matches. So we'll see if that has any kind of play. Dwayne throws a strike, so we know that Team J Brains is
Good.
going to have a strike for frame 1. Tyler throws a head pin, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're going to be down anything, because Derek Holm, if he throws that strike, is going to be able to keep them tied.
Right. Derek's come off of a really strong season, hasn't he?
Yes, so our Open Nationals champion single, and
That's awesome.
yeah, he's had a really successful season. Cash tournaments, he's been performing really well. Which tournament did you? I have it in my notes for tomorrow.
Wasn't it like, was it the autumn? No, I'm not going to guess. I'm not going to guess.
Punched.
I can tell you.
Punched. Not good. What are you looking for about Derek?
Which tournament did Derek win this year?
He's won so many.
No, but which of the cash tournaments?
Oh, he won.
He's won everything.
many.
Didn't he win Manitoba? Didn't he?
2023.
Manitoba.
Yes, Manitoba, and 2022, or
Look-
2022 Manitoba and 2023
I knew
Open
the Autumn
singles.
Open was in there
Look,
somewhere.
look at me go.
I know. Well done, you.
Oh, there.
We got there eventually.
Yeah.
You guys are good. Our tech guys are awesome. I'm
Our
back.
tech guys
Look
are
at
on
this.
it.
I can watch people bowl now again.
Oh, that's exciting. I'm going to use
Thanks,
my
boys.
really young eyes and pretend like I can see it over here.
Okay. Can't see around the thingy anyway, but this
No.
is good. This
No.
is good. Okay, here we go. What do we
Looks
got?
like Dwayne's up.
We got 3 strikes on one side.
So it's a strike and a head pin with 15 count.
Tween. This ball. Oh, he gets it to fall. Gets it to fall.
All right, so can the Innovators answer back? So they both bowl even if somebody gets a strike and you can't beat that, okay?
Yeah, so both
Okay.
of them will bowl their full games, and they just take whichever was
Oh,
the best,
fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
I believe.
Yes.
I think you are
that is
correct.
true.
I believe, yeah.
I started.
It is. So somebody made in our comments that it's kind of an interesting setup. So this one is a little bit different than what we've seen in the past. But it's kind of an interesting concept to just have them play it out and see what
I
happens.
actually started this type of tournament in Stettler, and Kreitz was actually my partner. And he goes, "That's a pretty cool idea."
Yeah.
So then when he came up with the Gallaugher Cup, he threw it in there. So yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, I did it. Oh, it had to be 10 years ago in Stettler,
Oh.
8 or so.
Oh.
Over Christmas. I
Yeah.
do tournaments over Christmas. Yeah.
No,
So-
it's neat to see different formats. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So I stand corrected. If your first player throws a strike and your second player, our second player on Jay Brains threw a chop off, they're just ending his frame. So he
yeah.
didn't actually get the
Because
strike.
it doesn't really
Yeah.
matter for the,
Yeah.
for the game. Fair
And
enough.
yes, it's
You
very
can do
similar
that.
to like best ball in golf. Everybody
Yeah.
shoots, and then whichever was the best
the
we take.
best
So
one.
Derek Holm getting the strike in frame
Something
2
about the bomb.
is going to keep Innovator in the match here. Team J Brain starting off with a double. Innovator has that head pin and then a strike in frame 2. What's the format for this one? Yes, so the format for this one is a best frame doubles tournament. So each player will throw their frame. Whoever throws more points counting, that will be what the team takes. So for instance, like in Jay Brains in frame 2, the top player threw a strike, the second one threw a chop off, so they get a strike for the frame. Tyler throws a strike in frame 3 for Team Innovator, so they will be counting a double going into frame 4.
So you actually only watch the third score is the one
Right.
that
Yes,
matters.
the one at the bottom is the
one at
score that
bottom.
matters, for
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah. The top two don't really matter, whatever they end up.
So Jay Brains has a spare, at least a spare going into frame 4 on their double. They're hoping over here that they'll be able to get a strike. I believe it's Dwayne who's coming up onto the lane. Oh, no, Mitch is coming up onto
Right.
the lane. So they can potentially still get that strike, but they're hoping for that spare. Or they at least have the spare, they're hoping for the
Right,
strike.
right.
Yeah.
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 Because in bowling, we like strikes more than spares.
In bowling, we like to hit more pins with less balls.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
only the bottom score is the one that matters. Yeah.
It's just efficient,
It is.
really. Looks like we're
We have a
waiting
little
on
bit of a delay
tangle,
due to a
yeah.
tangle over on lane 14.
Okay.
Coach Aaron on Team Innovator taking it as an opportunity to have a little beer break.
Well, you know, it's important to stay hydrated.
It is,
Well, it
so.
is. It's a long day, long night.
Right?
Tyler's showing his muscles. We got a little bit of it on camera.
Was that a shot against Tyler? the little muscle part, or that was?
There it
There you
is.
go.
Guiding him back into view.
So strong.
So strong.
I have a challenge with him. There's a new game here at Sherwood Bowl that has the boxing ball punching bag.
Oh, no.
And we're going to, after he's done bowling, we're going to see who can throw the harder punch, me or him. So Team J
Oh.
Brains does get the strike
Yeah.
with Mitch throwing that. So frame 3, they will come with a turkey.
Is there betting on the side for that?
Oh, there's definitely betting.
Oh, yeah.
Place
Okay.
your bets.
Okay.
Tyler feels that he has the range, but he feels I have the center of gravity. So
Oh.
I think you do. I think you got him.
I think it's going to be a
I
close
think
one.
you got him. Got him.
All right, Dwayne Gilardi up on the lane for frame 4 for Jay Brains.
Have a perfect game here going so far.
Throws another one, so they're going to have 4 in a row to start this game.
Tyler needs to answer.
Yes.
And he gets the pushover, so
He
they're going to have a
does.
strike in frame 4 as well.
Keeping it interesting.
Even though they're down, they're not out of it yet.
Definitely not out. Long ways to go.
So
Long
much
ways to
game
go.
left.
So talented, 4 bowlers going at her here. Holy.
Yeah. You know, it's just amazing to
Lot of-
watch this
Oh,
level of talent.
so many
yeah.
titles. This, them 4 guys.
Well, and the thing with the Gallaugher Cup here too is like not everybody who was in that top however many were able to come out. So you're looking at this is our talent pool that goes quite deep into the depths of where we're at in 5-pin bowling in Canada, which is just incredible knowing that there's this caliber of bowlers, even not in our top 20 or our top 24, that it goes down farther. So.
Yeah.
Dwayne punches a head pin in frame 5. Again, because of the best ball for the best frame format, that does not necessarily mean that they're out for this frame.
Exactly. Yep.
You'll want to make the best of it just in case.
Yep, get all your sticks because a 15 potentially could end up being your best frame, but you're going to hope for something a little bit better.
Tyler's going for 4.
yeah.
Tyler gets the
There's
strike.
a 4-bagger.
Put some pressure on there.
Hand bone, I
A
guess.
hand bone.
Sorry, not a 4-bagger.
A hand
what was
bone.
I thinking?
Come on, Bob.
Had a couple of months off and forget the lingo
We
already.
have to retrain Bob
Yeah.
before the new season comes.
Yeah. All right. Well, he's just cleaning it up. Pretty sure his partner will.
So it's going to be up to Mitch to see if he can.
Hopefully, he can beat 12.
He can get keep that strike
Oh,
streak on.
yeah.
So I'm just going back a little bit in the comments on Facebook. Sean, I'm seeing you're saying, what event is September 8th to 10th and where? We have the Beef Bowl.
The Beef Bowl.
So the Beef Bowl is being hosted down at Panorama Lanes in Medicine Hat.
yeah.
September 8th to 10th. It is the first inaugural season of the Beef Bowl coming up.
It throws a strike.
Kara and Curtis down at Panorama have been getting things ready at the lanes. They are ready for everyone to be making their way down. Host hotels are still up and running.
Yep.
Come down.
Yeah.
We've already found out it's going to be. We have about 115 entries already signed up. There is a Friday night trios event. There's regular cash tournament shifts, qualifying shifts on Friday and Saturday, and the finals on Sunday.
There's
so
a steak supper on Saturday night that's
sponsored
included
by.
with your entry.
With your entry, you can
Yes.
have a fantastic steak dinner.
Yeah,
And,
you don't want to miss it.
You don't want this is the place to be. September 8th to 10th.
Where does that all? Where does all the beef come from?
Where does the beef come
Well,
from?
let me tell you, it comes from Spring River Cattle.
Look at that.
Best beef in Alberta.
Best beef.
They
Oh,
deliver to Edmonton, Calgary, Medicine Hat, and surrounding
Lethbridge.
areas, and Lethbridge.
Yeah.
If you are looking to order beef, contact Karen Curtis Deering.
They
Spring River Cattle.
They have not. They have
Can
not.
be found on Facebook.
She now owes us money for her new infomercial.
They have not delivered to Stettler yet. I'm waiting.
She
And
goes
did
through
you
it.
know, unlike most places, you don't have to buy a lot of beef to buy from them. You can buy as little or as much as you want.
Really?
It's a true story.
That is.
All right, so Jay Brains is keeping this train rolling. They have a
Oh.
6-bagger to start this game, alternating who's getting those strikes. Team Innovator had the strike in 5. They're looking for Derek Holm to throw a strike here to keep them in.
And he does.
And he gets it. There it
Good.
is. So we have a 6-bagger to a 5-bagger going on the lanes here.
Exciting game.
Wow.
This is the nice thing about this format of being the best frame because it doesn't really matter necessarily if one of your players kind of has a stumble.
Yeah.
You can see these massive scores being thrown.
Absolutely.
One error may cost them. You never
And
know.
that's kind of the point we're at here is that whoever is going to slip up first, that's going to be the deciding factor.
It could be.
But you know, I'd rather have that slip up at the very beginning.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
true.
Putting that head pin in
Oh.
first. Dwayne with an uncharacteristic miss on the middle there with a 3-pin.
Little stumble to the left.
Little stumble to
how
the
many
left.
wobbly pops has he had?
I've been told he's from northern Manitoba, so.
Oh, yeah. I've heard that before this year.
Oh, Tyler
and
comes in with a strike.
So they're going to have a 6-bagger here after 7.
So the pressure's going to be on Mitch to
It is.
keep that strike train going.
Yeah.
Yep.
I know.
And not have that be this
Who,
first stumble.
who
so,
else do you want up there?
Yeah.
Mitch
Yeah.
Davies.
So Dwayne does not get the spare, so he's going to be looking for that 15 just in case. That might be their best case scenario, depending on what Mitch Davies does on the lane in frame 7.
And the miss on the corner there.
Yep,
So it's up to Mitch to keep it going.
it is up to Mitch.
Derek throws a strike even though he doesn't need it.
He's just staying warm. Staying warm. Right?
So let's see what Mitch does here.
This is a big shot for Mitch Davies.
It is. Huge. Huge shot.
He's been in this position before, though.
Once or twice.
Once
eh?
or twice, yeah.
Oh.
And he does not get the strike.
Now we have a ball game,
So,
boys and girls.
Interesting.
Best case scenario for frame 7
Wow.
is that they have a spare. Worst case, they have an open going into 8, 9, 10.
Wow.
Going up against the 6-bagger that Innovator has come back with.
Holy. This is good. This is good.
Dwayne's going to
Spare. Got
gets the spare. So they're still working on some black marks. They're the ones that did have the advantage because they didn't have that open in 1.
Yeah.
So as long as they can continue the game and finish it out, JB, Dwayne's going to need to work on that left corner after all this is over. Practice, 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 Dwayne.
Practice, practice.
There's the karma we were talking about earlier.
So it is really tight.
It's so tight.
So tight.
268 and 7 with a spare for Team J Brains to 240 and
Oh,
7
and
for Team
another
Innovator.
Oh,
And Tyler
Tyler.
gets the push.
Oh, the pressure is there.
Wow. This-
So they are
Here
going
we
to have
go.
a strike guaranteed in frame 8, looking at coming into that home stretch.
Yeah.
Dwayne on the lane, he's looking to come back from that 3-pin last frame.
He does.
And he does it.
He does.
Yeah,
That
beautiful
was
ball.
a well-thrown ball.
So both teams going into 9 and 10 with that strike working.
Yeah. Whose math skills are the best? What are
Derek's
Max's
is-
Well,
scores?
we know it's not me.
We got, let's see, 265, that's already added, so another
So Derek misses, but it
90.
doesn't matter.
385, I think, for
JB, what are the max scores that each team can get? Put it in the
Innovator.
comments. I'm looking
Innovator.
now. I'm looking.
I'm not even trying to come up with it, but I thought I'd
Innovators.
throw it out there.
I saw that JB already put 418 is a good game. So, 420 to a possible 418. I
Yeah.
knew JB would have the math for me like that.
Do you like how I just threw it out there and then
Yeah.
left
that
it?
was good.
I was like, who's watching right now that's going to have the answer to my question? Oh, I know. There's no way he wouldn't be watching his team play right now.
No, he wouldn't. Two-time defending champions.
Oh,
Dwayne throws the strike for
Yep.
9. So
we
they're
go.
going to be coming in working on that double. Tyler back up on the lane for Team Innovator. He's looking to get that strike in 9 as well. And he does.
He got her.
Both throwing strikes in 9.
Wow. She's down.
We are coming into
exciting.
that final frame here.
and you said that this is worth 4 points?
No, this is just worth 1.
One
This is the
point.
first point out of the 3rd round.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
it's a quite complicated system of like there's different rounds with different points because each player will play at least once in every round, and the rounds are worth different points. So the first 3 rounds total are worth 10, and then round 4, every player is going to play a singles match, and that is also worth 10. So the 4th round is going to be where a lot of movement happens in the standings.
After 10 years, everybody will get the hang of it.
Obviously, yeah.
So right now we're looking at Team J Brains maxing out at a possible
Here
418
we go.
and Team Innovator maxing out at a possible 420.
Wow.
It's all coming down to the 10th frame.
Here we go.
No pressure.
Dwayne Gilardi on the approach.
On the approach.
In the delivery.
Throws the first
Throws the
one.
yeah.
bomb. That's the bomb. Can Tyler answer?
And again, for the 10th frame, it is the total points of the entire frame.
Yes.
So if they throw like a
45.
strike spare,
Yep.
that would count as the 30, and that's what the team would take. Tyler with the late fall in corner pin.
Wow.
Nothing like
Oh,
a
boy.
dramatic moment, hey?
Right? Just to keep things
That
interesting.
was Tyler's extra muscle that got that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the
No,
muscle he was
obviously,
showing
yeah.
us, that muscle. Of course. How could we forget Tyler's muscles?
I got
We couldn't.
We couldn't. They're right there.
Here we go again. Here goes Dwayne. This is good. This is a great finish. It could be.
Dwayne throwing his second shot,
Looks good.
and
Oh,
he gets a split.
split.
So again, they still have the potential to have that big frame for frame 10 when
they-
Mitch goes up on the lane.
they
Tyler
have
looking to
Mitch.
throw his second
Yep.
shot.
go.
All right. Does Tyler come back? Oh, and a head
Tyler
pin.
punches a head pin.
No
So we
muscles
may,
on that.
we may be down to
Nothing
bowler
like
2.
keeping it exciting, guys.
JB, you're going to math for me a little bit later here, too, because I'm going to need it. So
It's still the same for this one.
But you still have the second bowler on each.
Still have the second
That's
bowler
right.
on each side. So at this point,
Okay.
Ooh,
Tyler cleans his
tried.
side.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see what's
Here we go.
up to the second bowlers.
Up to the second bowlers, potentially.
Mitch and Derek.
And two, like, powerhouse
Yeah.
bowlers. Like,
Yeah. Both-
We have our last year's Masters champion on the lane and this year's Open
Open
National champion on the lane.
Here we go.
very exciting.
Two
This is good.
very experienced players on the lane to come down in this final match. Derek Holm throwing first. He punches a head pin, so they are going to be
That's
taking
done.
Tyler's,
Yep.
Okay, so
which
what does Mitch-
means that it
Is
is
it
three.
over?
If they take Tyler's, they have a maximum of 380,
Yep.
and they can use they can use Dwayne's, which gives them 384. Thanks,
Oh.
JB.
I think
So that
it's-
means that JB will win this one.
Yeah, JB does with it. Yeah, with that strike right there.
So JB will take a 4-3 lead after the first match in round 3.
Wow, what a game. What
And
a
an
game.
amazing
Yeah.
game.
Oh, and then did Mitch just throw a strike split?
Yeah,
Mitch
he
threw a
did.
strike split,
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah,
Go
he did.
teamwork.
So regardless of whose
Yeah.
frame they're going to take, they are going to win by
They won
one.
it.
381 to 380.
Wow.
An incredible game for round 3, match number 7.
To give them the 4-3 lead.
Once we get Mitch's last ball here, I think we're not going to do
No.
it. We're going to go to a commercial break, and we will be right back. 381 to 380 for Team J Brains.
Silly head pins.
All right. We are back with the second match of round 3. This one is going to be an Irish doubles.
I'm Irish.
You're Irish. An Irish doubles. So this
Does
one is
anybody want to be my double?
a little bit different than your typical Scotch doubles format where they're alternating frames. This time we are alternating balls. So each player will throw one ball and then the next person will come on. So for Team J Brains, we have Justin Langrock. He threw the first shot and Matt Schultz is his doubles partner. And over on the Team Innovator side, throwing this matching head pin, Carrie Kreitz with Greg DeGrazia on the lane.
That's quite a crew. Oh, that's going to be scary. Thank you.
So both of them threw, and it's alternating balls, yes. Not alternating frame, alternating balls. So in this case, they both had subpar starts.
It's just that much more impressive when you start striking out.
Exactly. The final score, yes, we did have a little bit of a mistake on our scoring of the last one. The final score was 394 for Team J Brains to 390 for Team Innovator.
Still excellent games.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Math is yeah. And like I have the scoreboard in front of me and I'm still like, I don't know.
Who wants
Wing
to
it.
think about math on a Friday night?
That's right. That's right.
Is this like matching games or something?
So, should we mention some people that aren't here that are normally in this?
Yeah, we have quite a few people.
One off the top of my head.
Is it the same one I'm thinking?
Sensational Adam
Weber.
Weber.
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
Usually he is here. I know
Adam
his
Weber.
family is out of town this weekend as well.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if he was one of the ones that they reached out to and asked if he wanted
if
to,
he
and he
was
just wasn't able
any-
to, or if he
Okay.
has dropped out.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure he was one of the ones who would have been typically playing in
Would
this,
have
but
been
just
here.
was out of
Oh,
town
okay.
for this event, so they weren't
Okay.
able to commit to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe we just had that confirmed by Blair that he would have been in had he been in town.
Right.
But.
Okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
So Team Innovator decided they didn't like throwing 3 balls every frame. They threw a spare in frame 2. Carey going for the corner spare, which he missed earlier in one of his matches, but this time he has gotten the job done.
Yeah.
Over on the J Brain side, they had a strike in frame 3. J Brains. Am I Team Innovator? I'm being put on the spot to pick a team right now.
I think as a commentator, you're neutral ground.
I mean, as a commentator, for sure. As a commentator, I 100% support both teams. As a spectator, I am Team Innovator, 110%. Only because I feel that if they go 0-3, we all just need to walk out of this bowling alley. It's not good bowling. At least this time they are putting up a fight, and it is a 4-3 split right now. Team J Brains does have the slight edge, but even though JB is my math guru over here, it's all for the fans.
Yeah,
that's right.
fair.
It's all for the fans, and as a spectator, I will neutrally comment for both teams.
To keep
Good
it close.
girl.
Yeah.
Way to keep
Commentator neutral,
Way to keep it
spectator
professional.
blue.
I'm just here for the drinks.
There is
Teal,
no blue. It's
teal,
teal.
teal.
Come on.
Teal's a kind of blue.
It's teal.
I love
No,
both
actually,
teams.
it's purple.
I have many friends
No,
on
that's
both
that's
teams.
no, that's
the wrong team.
that's aubergine.
That's who do I?
I am getting some hate over here on the
Aubergine.
comments.
It is a real color.
I dropped my pen.
Oh.
All right, so looking over here at the scoreboard, these matches are going to go a little bit quicker as they are just one games. So Team Innovator, they clean up their head pin over in 6 for a 142. J Brains is just throwing their 6th frame. Matt Schultz on the lane, and he gets the strike. So this is a very tight match at this point. That's so much worse, JB. I'm not mad at you. I'm just disappointed.
Did he comment on the wrong score or what?
No, because I said that I was cheering for Team Innovator as a spectator, even though he's been like.
Now your math guy is gone.
Now my math guy is gone. I'm going to have to do it on my
saved
own.
that like
now
till the
you're,
end.
Now
Yeah.
you're screwed. Yeah.
Someone's got to cheer for the underdog.
You should have hung on to that thought for a bit.
Someone's got to cheer for the underdog. Ooh, and a 3-pin that Schultz is looking to spare up in frame 7, keep them in the match. I probably will regret it soon. You're right. And he
I've lost
just can't get that corner pin to go.
I've lost my sight again.
Just wasn't meant to be, Bob.
Oh, here we go. We're coming back. Blair's on it.
stop him. So,
So it makes
Blair.
him such a great underdog.
We just had someone comment that we've lost audio. Okay.
So we keep talking and nobody can hear us. But at least we're amusing ourselves.
Yeah, that's true. We're talking
And
to
I
the
am my
people.
target audience, so.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. I can talk up a storm to myself.
Oh, it's back. We're back. So
We're back?
watch what you say, guys. Watch
Okay.
what you say.
I'm
You-
always.
What'd you call him? No.
Oh, and a big double for Team J Brains over to
Great
go into
volley.
the 10th frame. This game is going to come down to the 10th frame again.
Here we go. Which it should. They're
Well,
all-
you know, it's
they're
just
all-
exciting when we
they're
do that.
all,
Oh, chop off.
Chop off for
they're
carry
all
in
good.
10.
They're all good.
Matt going up on the lane to throw that first one in 10. With a big count here, that's going to give J Brains the advantage.
Because that's math.
Because that's math. The math don't lie, guys. Oh,
head
and
pin.
he punches a head pin. So we're looking for Greg to spare that chop off.
And he does not.
And he does not spare the chop
Wow.
off.
Oh,
J Brains can max out with a maximum of
come on, Matt.
Here we
220.
go.
No, 220. And Innovator already is sitting at 222. If I know my math, which I don't, I'm pretty sure it's right.
I am not
Look at
saying.
me doing my own math, JB.
Well done, you, Katie.
Does he spare the? Oh,
Oh,
he
just
almost
about.
spared it.
Oh boy.
Jeez, that
Oh,
was close.
he almost gets the spare.
Ooh, are we sure about our math? Because if he gets that 3-pin, it's 222 to.
225.
Oh, is it 225?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I thought I said.
So Innovator's going to take this match
Yeah.
225 to 222, which
Oh.
puts us back at a tie of 4 games apiece, and we are going to a commercial.
Keeping it exciting.
All right, we are back in round 3 with match number 9, which is the 3rd match of the round. The last match we just had was an Irish doubles, which went 225 to 222 in favor of Team Innovator, putting us at a 4-4 tie for the tournament so far. This event is an Irish trios event now, which is players alternating balls. So again, it's not like a Scotch trios where they're doing frames or like a trios typical tournament. They are doing 1 ball each, and they are
One
alternating.
game.
So
One
they're
game.
sharing 1 game, each player playing 1 ball at a time. In this one, we have for Team Innovator, Tommy Tompkins, Rob Wolfson, and Carrie Snyder.
Wow.
Am I on the wrong team? No, that's right. And then
you're good.
for Team J Brains, we have Curtis Dunas, Dexter Wiseman, and Gary Baird looking to take that victory.
I have to point out, it's tied 4-4.
It is.
That's the most points the Innovators have got in the 2 years we've done this.
Yeah.
It
This
could-
is the most fight that the Innovators have put up
Yes.
in the
Yes,
history
it
of this
is.
tournament.
Yes, it is.
So
It's because I'm here.
Yeah, that's
we
it.
have,
That's it.
That's the only difference.
we have a strike on the board for J Brains. Team Innovator started with a head pin, but Dexter Wiseman falls at the line and fouls in frame 2. He punches a head pin on that shot. Not sure if he's stuck on the lane or if it was just maybe a JB, that comment didn't age well.
Maybe somebody paid him off and he's throwing the game.
Yeah,
That seems
that'll be
unlikely.
good.
Tommy Tompkins up on the board. He throws a strike.
So, Mr. Johnstone came to us here. He walked by with a Vladdy Guerrero jersey.
Signed jersey.
Signed jersey.
With case.
With case.
Whoa.
Oh, I'm back.
If you don't have your tickets for this yet, you have not a lot of time to get them.
But you still have
You
time.
still have time.
You still have time.
How do you get them?
How do you get them? You need to send money to Johnny or Jen and tell them how many tickets you want. Tickets are $20 a piece. How many tickets do we have left? 16 tickets
16 left.
for a 1 in 100 chance of winning a signed jersey with case.
And I believe that's a baseball team.
It
John-
is from the
John
Toronto
Stone.
Blue Jays.
Go see Amanda and Jake. Go see Amanda and Jake.
And if you're wondering who knows a lot about baseball, Katie Rayner is beating the first place person in our fantasy baseball pool this week.
How are you doing?
Like, I currently am in last place in the league, but beating Ryan O'Callahan 6-3.
You're
So,
beating Ryan.
5 days in, and he has not had the lead yet. So who knows baseball now?
You tell them.
Oh, I've been telling him every day. Every day I've put in our 5-Pin Universe group chat about who's winning at
You're like
fantasy
trying
baseball.
to stop me from telling people.
I watched that draft that night you guys did that. I never laughed so hard in my life. It was so funny. I go, where are these guys picking these players from?
Ooh, a
That was
spare
So
for the
in
innovator?
all of my defenses, I 100% know nothing about baseball.
You had help, right?
My brother,
Yeah.
my
I knew
brother
that.
was sitting on the couch
I
across from
knew
me,
he was.
and he would send me a picture of who he was picking with like a comment on it, and I'd be like, then he'd make the pick, and I would sit there and go, oh, well, we're picking up this player to really
Yeah.
round out our outfield because he told me that's what to say. Turns out it didn't work. I'm in last place,
Yeah.
so that's that.
But you're bumping off the top
But-
place team.
I'm beating the top place person, and DB, who is in second last place, is losing to Carrie right now quite substantially, which means I could bump out of last place and not have a punishment.
Oh, congratulations.
Oh, it's quite ironic we just started talking about this because 15 minutes ago, Ryan O'Callahan sent me a message telling me that my fantasy team can knock it off any time here. Give a brother a chance.
And you're like, no.
Sorry, not sorry.
No.
Okay, what do
You
we
go,
got
girl.
going on?
Oh, are we watching bowling?
It's
We are,
a-
yeah, we are watching bowling.
It is a rout right now.
Yeah, it is.
So Team Innovator is just kind of steamrolling ahead.
They
They're
have
not
a
waiting
Yeah,
for
no.
Team
100.
J Brains to catch up.
No.
Oh yeah, they're 2 frames ahead. And 100
Oh,
point.
and
Oh, 100,
no, Gary just missed his corner.
100 pin lead.
Yeah,
Wow.
there's not a lot of black marks happening on.
Oh, and a slider for Gary Schneider.
And just tippy-toed off the lane.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
Team
is
JB Reigns is having a bit of a
JB.
struggle.
J Brains.
Oh, J Brains.
We've
Oh.
J
confirmed.
Brains. Yeah,
We have
it is
confirmed.
J
I was
Brains.
right
bad.
over
My
Dwayne.
bad. My bad.
It is J Brains.
Dexter
J
back up on the
Brains.
lane for frame 5 here. He throws a head pin.
Oh.
They're just running into head pin problem on Team J Brains right now.
It is
Yeah.
not looking good.
It is not.
I don't feel like they're enjoying this game as
I-
much
No,
as
I
they could be.
Also don't feel that. So they're looking at a potential
Whoa.
69 in the 5th frame if they can clean this up compared to the 145 Innovator has in 5. Innovator, like I said, they are not
just
waiting
going.
for J Brains. They are already in frame 8. They've
did-
punched a head pin.
They did
They're-
punch.
They're going to finish this game and they're going to go have a beer,
So if,
maybe a pizza.
Team sponsor JB says 39 through 4 is a bit tough. 50-ish through 5 is also a bit tough. You are not wrong, JB. You are not
Well
wrong.
spotted.
he should watch me bowl. I do that all the time.
So there's the cleanup for Team Innovator. They're looking to come in. They have a max of 290 sitting on the board. It is going to be a hard stretch for Team J Brains to get to that 290 mark if they do strike out.
They need some strikes.
They need a lot of strikes, and they need them now.
Maybe they'll start in the 7th frame.
Oh, and there's a foul on the board. That's right. So they're not actually at 69. They're at 54.
Oh.
I completely forgot about that. Thank you,
That
Mitchell.
is true. That is true.
Oh, dear.
We did have that foul from Dexter in the second frame.
A little salt in the wound there.
So
Yeah.
that
Ay, ay, ay.
54 in the sixth.
49 through 5.
Does anybody
Excellent.
want to take any bets on who's going to win this game? 'Cause
You're going to have to give me really big odds.
I don't know how to do that, but I know which team I'm going to pick.
Ask Tim. He'll probably bet you. He's
You
right
think
there.
so?
He's right there.
All right, and there's the spare
We are going to probably have
for Innovator in frame 9.
a 5-4 lead.
Ryland's going to come and hang out with you guys so I can
Amazing.
go drink with my friends.
Grand Prairie's newest
Yeah.
and finest.
He's going to be my Mulligan Trios partner, by the way.
There you go.
Be jealous, all of you. So
Be
he's
jealous.
changed his mind. He psyched me out.
Oh, and Carrie
Now
throws
he's not coming.
Carrie throws the strike on that spare in 9, so they are.
It's over.
It's yeah.
It's over.
Oh,
Right.
JB
Oh, they-
says it's not over.
Okay,
Hilariously,
no, it's not. It's 2 in a row. 2 in a row.
Because math.
because math doesn't
Because
lie.
of math. Well, let's see. 90 is.
Oh, he says okay, now it's
241.
over.
Don't be premature about this.
Don't. Yeah, I've already made
Let's
that
see.
mistake.
Now it's definitely over.
Now it's definitely
Yeah.
over. That head pin problem has just continued to riddle that team
For
in
the
this match.
first time in Gallaugher Cup history, the Innovators have the lead.
My goodness.
Carrie Kreitz is correcting
No,
Mr.
wait.
Gallagher that it's the 4th time. But this
Oh,
late in the
that's right.
tournament, yes,
Yeah.
this is
When you
this is
got
unusual.
when you got to 4, that was the most points we've ever had. Yeah.
All right, so Team Innovator is going to finish with a 260 on the board.
To 160 maybe.
You're right. It is the first time they've had the lead this late. By this point in time last year, I was ready to just drown my sorrows because
Yeah.
commentating got real boring because it was over. So
Hey, you should have been coaching them losers.
But now they're keeping.
we're not here to trash talk.
Still Gino's.
We are neutral.
Gino's fault. It was Gino's fault. Oh, I think we're going to commercial.
And we're just finishing up that last frame. Jay Brains is going to
Lose
get
by-
the spare. They can max out at a 193, potentially.
Good math right there. You got that one.
See?
Well done.
I was told I have to do my own math now.
Well, that's fair.
So after that.
All right, and so we are back for the next match of round 3. We are in match number 10. This is the final match of round 3. Currently, Innovator is up 5 points to 4. And remember, this is a race to 11 points. This one here is another Irish Trios, a single game alternating balls, not frames, balls in a pin style game. So this one, instead of being all about the point value of how much pinfall there is, we are looking to win the frames. 5 will make it a tie, so we'll have to have that tiebreaker goes to pinfall, but 6 points is what we're looking for. In this match, we have for Team J Brains, Mark Johnstone, Matthew Harms, and Tim Wiseman.
They're okay right now.
And then we have over on Team Innovator, Trevor Cook, Rylan Willier, and Brad Tickcat playing. So over here on our commentator, we have a little bit of a switch out going on here. Tyler Tickcat is back to give us a little bit of insight as well. We have Thomas Tompkins from Team Innovator.
Who just
and
won
GP
his
Holy
match.
Rollers.
And GP Holy Rollers, that's right. Plug out to 5PU.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am.
Just coming off a win in the last match here. So this is your first ever Gallaugher Cup
Yep.
you've been competing in?
Yes.
How is it going so far?
It's an experience that everybody should try and strive for.
Yeah.
This is the bee's knees of bowling right here. Everybody from Central, from everywhere, from North, everywhere.
Yeah.
All of Canada. So
Yeah.
it's just awesome to be a part of, and I was glad I got picked.
Yeah. You had a really good season this season on the WCBT Tour.
Yes, I did. I lucked out at Heritage.
There's no such thing as lucking out at this caliber. We've talked about it already, about like the depth of the field and how far into the field we've gone, and still the caliber of players. There's no lucking out of anything, that's for sure.
Just ask Tyler that, too.
There's a little bit of luck, but it definitely doesn't determine how you finish a tournament. It's
No.
just a break or two.
And in this match here, Trevor Cook throws that corner pin, but they are already up 2 frames to nothing.
They are, correct. This is a pins game, so remember, every frame matters.
And it could go very quick, so
It
if
could.
you're
We
watching,
saw
keep your eyes out.
our last pins game went very quickly. This first 6 frames went to Team Innovator, so that match was over. Oh, Rylan misses the spare, though, so that does give an opportunity.
JB has a very important question for Team Innovator, and since I have 2 Team Innovators sitting here, he would like to know, how does it feel to have the lead this late in the tournament?
It's nerve-wracking. My palms are sweating.
Well, like I would say for Tyler there, we kind of guaranteed a win for our team. Eh?
Yeah. Yeah.
We tried.
Yeah, that was a good one. I told Gary after I think we were up 2-1, I was like, oh my God, Team Innovator has a lead for like the first time ever.
First time
Oh,
ever.
that is going to come into play because Team Innovator throw 15 in frame 3.
Yeah.
Team J Brains has to
Pick this
clean
3-pin.
this 3-pin up to be able to have a carryover frame.
Okay, Timothy Wiseman.
Sometimes those 15s are going to be something that holds you in this match.
Carryovers are big. That's where you win matches,
Huge,
is
very
building those carryovers and then converting on them. And he picks it solid.
Fix it. So we are going to have a carryover going into frame 4.
Get Carrie over here. Oh, Trevor. He was
That was
money at the
close.
beginning. I don't think he missed a strike ball there.
No, that might be his
first couple
first miss on the
games.
middle. That definitely was close.
Johnny going up for Team J Brains. He's looking to score that big frame 4 to get
Opportunity.
those 2 points and even this match up at 2 points each.
Big shot.
And
it looks good.
Oh, a chop.
Chop
That
is
makes
good,
it interesting.
yeah.
Chop is good, but
I think they were worried about that one. I think they thought it looks a little high. Rylan converts. That's big.
so at worst case scenario, this is going to be a double carryover frame
Yes.
going into frame 5.
Worst case scenario for Innovator. Best case for
And Innovator gets the spare as well, so we have a
that's
2
J-Brains.
J-Brains, so we have a 2-frame carryover. That, surprisingly, to everyone I'm sure
First?
listening, is the first time
I
that
was
I
gonna
have said
say.
the wrong team name.
That's good. I'm proud of you.
Once in a while, Katie Rayner does something right.
Brad is up for Innovator.
That's a big
Yeah.
ball.
Oh,
Yes.
that's a big
Great
ball for
shot.
And
Innovator.
Great
Brad
shot.
with the fist pump. What a great shot.
So we'll.
Take a pause here. We know each frame is important, but
I know we've been playing in between each of our matches a commercial that has all of our sponsors on it, but we have a fantastic stream of sponsors here.
oh,
And
carryover.
another carryover. for Tim
Getting
Wiseman throwing
spicy,
that strike.
folks.
It's tough. Tough
So
to look away.
We just wanted to take a quick second to recognize the sponsors that have brought the Tour Finals and the Gallaugher Cup to everybody here, starting with the WCBT Tour, Schwartz Home Hardware, or Home Building Center, A&B Express,
Oh, no.
Bradson Promotional Group, 5-Pin Universe, Lisa McInnes Mortgage Broker, jbrains.ca, Heartland Bowl, Innovator, Autumn Open, Heritage Open, or Heritage Traditional, Manitoba Open, Paradise Lanes, Heritage Lanes, St. James Lanes, Regina Classic, TPC, Golden Mile Entertainment, and Sherwood Bowl, who is our host center.
Oh, okay. So just to loop everyone in here, if J-Brains can convert the spare, they will take a 4-point, 4-2 lead. If they miss,
15-15, it'll be another carryover.
another
frame.
carryover.
And
They get it.
they get the spare.
So they
And I
are
was
now
go-
up 4-2.
And I was going to say the carryover is a big part in this game, but for tomorrow as well, if any of the viewers are going to watch, are interested.
Which they will.
Yes, I know that for a fact. The carryover frame is very important for tomorrow
Yes.
and as well, so this is a little practice for them to get going.
Just like that, the match swings.
Yep, just like that.
Team sponsor JB going wild in the chat. 4 points.
He should have came. Should have showed up
Tim
today.
Wiseman with
shot.
another strike. So this is going to be a big frame for
Yeah.
Team Innovator to keep that momentum going and keep themselves
They
in the
need
match.
it.
And they
They-
don't get
no.
it.
It was gonna
They
be
are
the
going to have
carryover.
to win the rest of the frames and
And
hope for a
win
miracle
total.
in,
Good
in total.
Yeah.
Just a quick game, too. Look at that.
Danger. Danger, Will
Danger,
Robson.
danger.
And they
But
got
you know
marked.
what? If this does go the way of Team J Brains, we are going to have a 5-5 tie going into round 4. And
And
round
I think
4
we will.
has 10 points on
Big
the board.
shot. So slow start, but
Hypertension Escape Bowling Lanes is saying we're expecting Tom to throw nothing but strikes for the rest of the night.
I'll try. Thanks for the shout out.
we should mention that Hypertension Escape has their own tournament
Yes.
at the end of September.
Are you going to be at that?
I will be
Do
there.
you want to tell us a little bit about it?
I will. I'll get the paper out here for you guys.
Amazing.
And with that, there's another strike in 9, forces Team Innovator to throw a double, not just a strike, but a double.
Oh, here we go.
It's gone.
Nope. And that is the
No.
match.
That is a match. But with Ty's point there, the Peace Region Singles presented by Pure Northern Springwater, September 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. There will be 3 shifts right now. $150 a shift, 8 games per. We got Friday 7, Saturday 9, Saturday at 3 p.m. And high pots are 20, 225 pot as well. Might be a fan of that for the tour. And top 16 get paid out, just like all the rest of the tour there, information, and be a fun
Yeah.
little tournament.
So if you are around on September 22nd and 23rd and you are looking for a tournament to play, that's definitely a good one that they're hosting up there.
And the kicker, first place, 1,500 plus a TPC entry. So you could come to this beautiful bowling alley.
Wow, that's such a good
Free
idea to
TPC
have these
entry
cash
right
tournaments
there.
that are like supporting other cash tournaments as
Yes.
well, which is just nice to see getting people who might not have necessarily come and played on one of the tour stops,
Yep. Yeah.
but giving them an opportunity to do that through a different tournament. So it kind of helps the numbers of both tournaments, which is amazing.
Okay, so 275 is the total for Team J Brains.
It doesn't matter, they're already up 7-2.
Correct.
Demolished.
But I just wanted to acknowledge their good game.
Well,
That's true,
it wasn't
very
good
good.
enough.
Actually, it was.
Oh,
They
right,
did win.
The other side, the other side. They're winning. I think they're
Actually,
like
I think it was
7 or 8.
6-2 because Team Innovator struck in 9 and throw the first one in 10. They will need more than a head pin 3-pin to steal the last 2 frames.
Yeah.
So it could be 6-4.
Could be 6-4, but regardless, it was a J Brains victory.
Yes.
And
Yes, so 6-4.
6-4 for J Brains, and with that, we are done match 10. The first 3 rounds are complete with a 5-5 tie, and we are going to a commercial break.
Is that a first time ever?
First
Ty?
time
Oh,
ever.
God.
Wow.
Might be the most points Innovators ever won in a season.
I was gonna
After
ask
that
a quick,
ball, we
I was
will
gonna
now be
ask a
going.
quick question for Katie. How
All right, we are back with round number 4. There's two rounds left to go in our 2023 Gallaugher Cup. This round is a big one because we have 10 points sitting up for grabs. So far, we have had 10 matches. So right now, we have a 5-5 tie between the two teams. And this round, another 5 points for the first 5 players, 5 points for the next. So we are starting off with a 5-player. They are all playing as singles in a pins game against their opponent. So right now, we have Curtis Dunas playing for Team JB, Bradley Tickcat on the lanes for Team Innovator. Dexter is going to be playing against Carrie Snyder.
The dream matchup. The
dream matchup. Gary Baird over on Team JB is going to be playing against
Rob Wolfson.
Rob Wolfson for Team Innovator. Rylan for Team Innovator is playing against JB's Tim Wiseman. And finishing off this one, we have Matt Harms playing against Thomas Tompkins.
I enjoyed that statement because it sounds like Tim Wiseman now belongs to JB.
He might. Wow, someone just, Katie Rayner, I'll bet you a beer JB wins. I'll take that bet, Steven.
Wow.
Also, it's been a while. Come hang out at Sherwood Bowl tomorrow. $10 tickets to come and watch the main event.
Do you recognize this trio on commentary? Pretty fantastic.
Dream team.
Cake boss or whatever.
Is it cake?
Is it cake? Is it cake?
Oh no. Oh boy.
Yeah. We had a nice little evening adventure watching Netflix episodes of Cake.
It was
Is
good
it cake
until
at
about
Nationals?
4 a.m.
We all took a little 30-minute power nap and then got on a flight to come home from
and
Nationals.
we were very grumpy.
Only some of us were grumpy. Not me.
The top 2 matches, the first frames will both go to Jay Brains. Curtis with a spare over Brad's open, and Dexter throwing a strike, and Snyder leaving a corner.
So each match is still a pins game. Each one is only worth 1 point. So
Correct.
you can't really look at the 50 frame block, right?
No.
You gotta work at each game individually.
So
I think that'd be a kind of neat concept.
It is kind of a neat concept. You're all going to have to be very patient with us during this because there
Blair
is
is
a lot
working
going
very
on.
hard.
Blair is standing here with paper and pencil, keeping track of who's winning frames. But it is going to be a little bit of a challenge for us to keep you updated. We'll do as best we can because I know it's not always the easiest when you're looking at the scoreboard to see who's winning in matches and who's winning in frames and what's going on. But we are going to do our best to keep you updated.
So we have 2-1 Innovator, or 2-1 Jay Brains right now.
2-1 Jay Brains.
JB, so you're asking what the tiebreaker is. So if they split 5-5, it would go to total pinfall for that match.
Correct.
And
there could be a
Don't
chance
know
at
if they're
2.5s here. There is half points available here, I guess.
Is there half points
I
available,
didn't
or is
build
there
that-
the time,
I
or
didn't
is it a
build that.
tiebreaker?
No, it-
I did not build that into the software. So
Nobody tie.
Let's hope we don't have any of that.
Another strike for Team Innovator while
Because
we're
if they
talking
go
there.
5-5 and
they
total
tie
pinfall.
total pinfall. Got you. That's where the
Yeah,
tie would come.
let's not go that route.
JB, stop asking what if questions because
Don't put it into the universe.
we are flying by the seat of our pants here.
So it's 2-2, or well, 1-0 Rylan over Tim. Tom Tompkins punching there, just getting the nerves out, I think, in the first frame. Mr. Creator of the Gallaugher Cup. Is this you?
Who's that?
Is that you?
That was me, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. What's up?
Is this how you actually envision the Gallaugher Cup going? A 5-5 tie, not a 7-2
You know what?
going into the last.
As a part of Innovator for the 2 iterations, I never thought we'd be tied going into the 4th round.
They actually added the 4th round just to give themselves a
Yeah,
chance.
we did.
That's
the
not
great
a lie.
thing. When we own the tournament, we can do what we want. The first 2 years didn't work so hot for us.
To be fair, all the players did ask to have an individual match. So this was a good round to add to the tournament format.
Right.
But yeah, it really helps Innovator to give us an extra chance. That's
Sure
what
does.
We're hoping
Sure
for.
does.
Mr. Lynn Howell's in the building.
That's a wonderful shirt he's got there.
Soccer jerseys.
Gifted by a certain
Football.
open team.
Football. Funny, it has never come up. Yeah, we're going to hope it also continues to never come up, JB.
Yeah, let's not.
Oh, and a big shot for Curtis Dunas over on Team JB.
And Curtis is putting the pressure on Bradley early. There we go.
answers.
We got a tie.
answers.
Got a carryover here.
Finger point. Carryover. Oh God, this is when I'm gonna stress out.
Yeah,
I'm not
this
gonna
is where it
keep
gets.
track.
This
Okay.
is where it gets challenging.
I am dialed in, folks.
Big thank you and shout out to our statistician for the week, Blair Tuck here.
Yes.
He is been managing running commercial breaks and giving us cues of when to talk and when to stop. And now
you could
he is.
have an entire J-Brains teams of Katie Rayners and an entire Innovator teams of Tyler, and Blair's math skills would beat all of those people.
Yeah, 100%.
So that frame will go to Snyder over Dexter, so they are tied 1-1.
Go Innovator.
Silent bias. Not so silent bias.
Yeah. We keep having these team innovators that are showing their bias.
Well, you know, J-Brains is more than welcome to come commentate. How was your commentating with the ladies? Fill us in. How's Michelle
Loved it.
Manson?
You know what? We had some people who were messaging me saying there's a lot of testosterone on the feed tonight. So it was nice to get Cara Deering and Michelle Manton on and just get a little bit of that female voice.
Yep.
People get tired of hearing my female voice, so
You know what?
it's good.
Tracy Smith is here, but she's involved with her team
And
so
she's so
much.
involved.
There is zero chance that we would be able to pull Tracy Smith up here
Yeah.
to do any kind of commentating when her team
Maybe
is
in
on
the
lanes.
10-player Baker. Maybe we can get her in here.
Maybe for that 10-player Bakers.
Yeah, if it's locked up already.
So that frame is going to go to Rob Wolfson, putting him up 2-0 over
Let's
Gary.
go Innovator.
Innovator.
You know,
Innovator.
Innovator is like the most people that want to be involved and talking and commentating.
We deserve a win.
Yeah. Yeah, an extra point maybe.
Put the effort in.
Just give us a
Just
point.
one. Yeah, but then we can tie.
Just joking. Like, we know Mitch has been up here. We know Dwayne Gilardi's been up here. We're really waiting on Tim and Dexter Wiseman, the twins. They haven't even put an effort in today.
Tim Wiseman, A5 president, C5 second vice. Have my hand in every single pot that is 5-pin bowling. Can't get on commentating for 5 minutes.
He knows where to draw the line.
Yeah, he's invested in his team. They don't want to go
Maybe
down one loss to the
his,
Innovator.
That's right. Maybe after his singles match, we can get him up here and
for
see if
sure.
he can come on for the second round at 5.
Even Mark Johnstone, we could get Matt Schultz.
Johnstone
maybe.
was on for a little bit already.
Oh, perfect.
2
Great.
carryovers, 1 in the top, 1 in the 4, not 1 on the bottom. So that evens that out, match out 1-1.
There we go.
Difference between this picture.
So as you can see, Brad is trying to get up there early, maybe put a little bit of pressure on Curtis. We know Curtis likes to get up on the lane fast. Oh, Matt Harms does not spare. Not a big issue, though. I mean, it may affect total later on in the match, but for now, he's just going to try and forget that frame.
For sure. So this is the kind of the unique thing about the Gallaugher Cup is there's really no time frame that these players have to play.
No.
So if one team gets ahead, they really could rock and roll all the way to the end because you're only playing on one lane. There's
Send
no
a message.
alternating. Yeah. But there's something to be said. You get a little bit ahead, the other team knows what they need to do. So it's managing that balance, right?
Absolutely.
For sure.
So what is Dream Crush's rebrand going to be this year since you didn't crush dreams?
So, you know what? It's good for the league for us to not win.
Yeah, I agree. Because everybody quits if we kept winning.
I didn't know you
Like
were so charitable.
If we had won the back-to-back inaugural seasons, it'd basically be like watching you guys play Gallaugher Cup. We're all just like holding our breath that a miracle might happen. And that's just not good for, it's not good for bowling.
But like you guys didn't even want to make it close.
No, we
No,
really
we didn't.
mailed it in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
we did not want to make it close this time,
Right.
but we will be back.
Did you hear? Now this is merely a rumor. The average pros are actually the Dream Crushers. They knocked out 3 teams. The only teams they
Out
beat.
of the league, not just out of playoffs.
Yeah,
They
no.
gone.
They go.
They gone.
The old 5PL making a 3-team shift, and average pros were the only team that beat those guys. So it's a little rough. out there.
It's really, it's been exciting
Yeah,
to
true,
watch
true.
kind of all these like little announcements drop on the Facebook pages,
Yeah.
the 5PL Facebook page, the WCBT, just how we see little new,
Yeah, I
little
think they've
new
been
nuggets
timed
coming
really
up for the
well.
new season. They've been timed really well. They've
Yeah.
been, you know, just given that little.
I would like to see the jerseys. Like, the logos are
Oh,
great,
man.
but
I bet Carrie's
insider,
seen them.
insider
I-
scoop.
Are
I
they
got
nice?
a little insider.
Do we have the third logo? We have 3 new teams. We have already seen
Ooh.
the Northern Knockouts.
No.
the
No.
Caribou
Thunder.
The Caribou Thunder. We've already seen the Trash Pandas logo. When is the 3rd logo dropping?
Pinsanity is coming out quick.
You know whose
Insanity.
team that is?
P-
Mr. JB.
Jay Brains.
Jay
He's
Brains.
all about it.
Another
The-
East Coast team.
The logo that those guys delivered to us at BPG was absolutely a piece of artwork. But unfortunately, it doesn't.
I'm not going to lie. I thought you were going to finish that sentence with
Oh.
a piece of shit, and I was really scared.
Wow, Ty. I would
I was
never
so
do
Tyler's
that.
nervous.
Carrie's the nice one.
Like, my heart rate, I think, spiked. Let me just check my Apple
No,
Watch here.
the logo, whoever drew that up,
Yeah.
absolutely insane. We
Amazing.
had to dial it back in order to hit our branding and to make it marketable.
Yeah.
But
But the
logo,
concept and the idea
the
and how it
logo
was
that's
drawn
coming
was
out
just
is unreal. And like, we can't thank PEI being on board and JB being on board. Man, that team is going to be awesome. Their jerseys look slick.
Awesome.
I love every bit of it.
All right, so checking back into the match, Curtis has taken a 3-0 lead over Brad. Dexter takes that frame, so that's 2-1.
wow. Brett,
Rob,
Dream Crashers are washed.
Wow, Hendrix.
Wow.
Hendo, I gave you a podcast. I gave you a podcast, and you ditched me like that.
I'm hurt.
Actually, as a Dream Crusher, I get it.
Yeah, like we're actually just super used to being like the villain.
Yeah,
So like,
it's perfectly fine.
especially because our team had the people on it that created the league, so like it's just easy to hate on us.
Yeah, we accept it. It's
It's
fine.
just one of those things.
Yeah. If you want to hate on us more, we're good with it.
All
Check that.
press
I
is good
gave
press.
you a podcast.
Oh, that's fair. Actually, Hendo, you're right. I gave you the option, and you gave me a show. That is 100% correct.
Okay, so that was a steamroll of a frame for Jay Brains.
It was, yeah. There was a lot of marks
We only
going on
ended
there.
up with, so we have another carryover in the 4-hole. So that match is 1 frame to Rylan and then a 2-frame carryover. Curtis is laying down the law at the top.
Can everybody that's watching, we know we got Facebook viewers, YouTube viewers, can you let us know how this Ryder Cup style is working out for you? Do you love it? Do you want to see some match switches? How is this
Do you
going?
have different ideas that you would
Yeah.
like to see in future Gallaugher Cups? Like, we want to know.
We like building it out. And
Do you want to be the tournament liaison and run this event?
Come to the AGM Sunday morning, 9:30 or 10:30 at Sherwood Bowl if you would like to take on a role with
you
the
know
WCBT.
who's not showing at the AGM?
Tyler Ticat.
Tyler Ticket.
You know who is showing up for the AGM?
Is Rainer showing up? She there.
I have a prior commitment.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Sure
that
you
old
do.
story.
I'm a very important
I
person.
told him that he was a bad board member. He says, I'm an appointed position.
Did you hear why? He's going to a
He's going brunch. Yeah, I heard.
I'm
That's
brunching.
that's a 60-year-old thing.
He's
but,
brunching. He's brunching. Hey, don't knock brunch. I love brunch.
Yeah, brunch is fantastic, actually.
My boyfriend has a family member who's moving away, and it is because my boyfriend lives in Grand Prairie and his family lives in Calgary. It's this one opportunity to say goodbye.
And
It's
have
very
brunch.
heartfelt. And have brunch.
Yeah.
Just bottomless mimosas will
I'll
be
be thinking
delicious.
about you while I'm sitting here at the AGM.
Hating life.
10:30 at Sherwood Bowl if anybody wants to come Sunday morning.
It's 9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
It's not
Standard time.
9:30.
It 100% is 9:30.
9:30.
So 4 frames to 0 for Curtis up at the top. Snyder takes the carryover, so that's 2 frames to 1 for Dexter with a carryover in 4. Gary Baird puts up a spare, a little bit of defense, I like to say, in the pins game.
Defense.
Defense. I sports good, okay?
Big
I
D.
Hey, did you
Big
guys
D.
ever see that,
Yeah.
that video that was going around where there was a guy sitting at a bowling tournament and he had a sign that said defense and somebody was like, I've never seen anybody come to a bowling alley and cheer for the pins before.
Yeah, 100%.
Wow, I love this format. Gets all the team members more involved.
Good.
We're not starting an hour earlier. 9:30 is the earliest I will be at Sherwood Bowl Sunday morning for the AGM.
We are
9:30.
so sorry for our East Newfoundlanders. This is a late night for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
fair.
feel bad. The West is
Rylan.
where it's at, though. If you want to be out here,
Big shot for Rylan. That puts Rylan up 4-0. So we have 1 match at the top that's 4-0 for Jay Brains, and 1 match in the 4-hole that's 4-0 for Innovator.
have a little bit more feedback. It's great. Would also be really good platform for tour bowling announcements. Make it mandatory viewing. Maybe a recap of all WCBT events with brackets would be nice to cap the season.
Wow. Oof. Man.
It sounds like you would like to take on.
Brett, that's a lot of recap. There's 5 events, 32, up to
And
48
if
players
you're-
every cut.
And if you're a regular listener of the 5PU podcast, there is recaps after every event, both the male recap and the female version. And it is 11:06 in northern Manitoba.
Carry over.
Yeah. Good old northern Manitoba.
That's what they said. 11:06 here in northern Manitoba. I
Sounds
will
like
never
bedtime.
live that down.
No, that is, you have to live by that.
That's actually the next induction into the C5 Hall of Fame.
The northern Manitoba team.
Yeah, the whole team. No, just the phrase Northern Manitoba.
I can frame the shirt they gave me, all signed by the northern Manitoba team,
It's fantastic.
I heard they're putting a plaque up on the wall in the office for C5.
with my face on it.
Engraved in wood.
Katie Rayner Memorial Award.
The memorial.
Yes, it is a great platform. We love to see people coming out to the center as well. So if you are somewhere near the Sherwood Park region, especially tomorrow, there is still tickets available for $10 if you want to come out, watch the actual tour finals. It's a great event. We've got lots of amazing players in it, and $10 a ticket at the door, and you can get in and see some great bowling.
That's 2 $5 bills, in case you're wondering.
It is, and it's the only way to find out who wins without having to tune into all the episodes.
Yeah.
Because everyone here is sworn to secrecy, and they've signed a non-disclosure agreement.
Yep.
So
Big old NDA.
no one will be able to spill the beans on who wins Tour Finals tomorrow unless you are here and have paid your $10.
Also, it's $15,000 in prize money. It's not like it's small beans just to say I'm the champion. It's big money. It's Pins game. It's exciting. Man, nothing like the pressure being under the lights, and Ty knows how to win. And
The other thing too that we don't see a lot of, like at all the cash events, even until you get to that kind of like final match.
We can confirm all 12 bowlers have shown up.
Colton Uswa is in the building.
We're good
His
now.
flight has landed. He has made the journey.
We should get that guy on here.
We should
should.
get that guy on here. We're going to recap here. I'm going to recap. I don't know
Yeah,
what you
because
two are doing.
I can't follow
So,
this anymore.
Curtis
Like,
Dunas is up 4-0
much.
with a carryover in frame 5.
Okay.
Dexter is... Oh my gosh, sorry. Blair has it. Dexter has 2-1 over Snyder, but they have a 2-frame carryover. Rob Wolfson is leading 3-1 over Gary Baird.
Rylan is up 4 frames to nothing.
Rylan is
I know
up
that
4
one.
frames to nothing. And Matthew Harms is up 2 frames to 1 with a carryover. Rob takes another frame, so that's 4-1.
Team Motivator's coming out strong in this.
Innovator.
Okay.
Hey, we were told we had to win this or else it's a freaking debacle.
I actually made sure to tell the creator of the Gallaugher Cup that if it was a washout like it was last year, I was turning the commentating booth off and walking out. So
I think some of the bowlers would have taken their stuff off and walked out, so.
Yeah.
I said only good
Oh.
bowling deserves commentary.
We
Hashtag
made,
bowl
we
better.
made round 4 this year.
We
That's,
did. We made it way further.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You did.
oh, yeah.
I think we should pull Colton Uswa and see what team he's on.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Go get him. Tyler's going to go get him for us.
Oh, nice.
Colton Uswa. Jimmy. Come share my microphone.
All right, so we have our 12th member of the Tour Finals just flew in. He is not participating in the Gallaugher Cup, but he has made it in time for Tour Finals.
I'm here.
Welcome. You're
Thank
here.
you. I'm here.
If you were playing, which team would you be on?
The one that's winning.
They're tied 5-5.
Innovator.
There's no like there's no riding the fence here. You have to pick something.
We got him.
But just so you know, JB will be disappointed with you because when I picked Innovator earlier, he was disappointed in me as well. So
oh, yikes.
That's okay.
I said as a commentator, I'm non-biased, but as a spectator.
I'll give him a hug or something next week at Club
Yeah.
Tour.
Yeah.
JB will love you. Yeah.
So excited?
Of course.
First ever Tour Finals event.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Ready?
Yeah.
Have you been doing anything to prepare, practicing?
Do you want the honest truth?
Yep.
I haven't played since Masters.
Perfect. That's where everybody else is at.
Unless your name is Dwayne. And then he lives in the bowling alley.
What?
How much have you practiced since Masters?
Wednesday.
Oh, only
This
once.
Wednesday.
I haven't thrown a ball since July 4th.
I've played against my entire pro league team.
Oh, another big strike.
One at a time.
Holy.
That's a
Man.
lie.
Dwayne, get out.
I wasn't there. It wasn't your entire team.
Not anymore.
Spared for you. Robbie Hendrickson. Spared for you.
Perfect fill.
Yeah, roughly the same quality.
Wow, Stephen Leckie.
Wow.
Pardon
He's really
me?
letting into you.
Who's chirping me?
No, Stephen Leckie's chirping me.
Katie Rayner made a cut this year.
I made
so-
a cut this year. Katie fucking Rayner did. Yeah, you did.
Yeah, she did. Stephen Leckie, maybe you should show
Yeah,
up and make
I
a
haven't
cut.
seen you in a bowling alley in years, so like, how about that?
Say that one more time. Carrie, I didn't hear that. Say that one more time.
Stephen Leckie should maybe show up for a tour event one time.
We have one in Sherwood Park coming up in November.
There you go. We like the beaking though.
Nice
keep
plug.
the conversation going.
Multiple
We
plugs.
love bugging. Every comment
I
is
will take
accepted.
the brunt of anything.
Yeah.
It's fine.
You were afraid to play me, I heard. Someone
Yeah,
told me you were afraid to play.
Here we go.
Okay.
We got Dwayne on the
have
side
off-mic
chirping
fighting.
Colton.
We have
our
off-mic
number
fighting going
number
on.
4 seed.
Yeah.
Colton, unreal.
Yeah.
Great season.
Thank you.
The number 4 bye, that's big.
A Masters
That's
national
big.
medal,
He's got a nice smile.
right?
He's a pretty good
Silver?
smiler, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, now he wants to sweet talk me after.
Yeah, 100%.
Chirping me.
After he beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
love it.
Snyder only takes 9. Gives Dexter another frame.
So if Snyder only takes 9, gives Dexter another frame.
Snides is strike or nothing. That's what I've learned out of this. That's what I've learned out of this. Hey, Schneider is an Autumn Open champion.
He is.
He is. He beat me, actually.
Are you playing 5PU this year?
I am.
Are you playing on which team?
The rebranding. The mystery.
You can.
Okay, I'm playing on the new team that's coming out of Winnipeg.
The new
Correct.
team coming
So
out
this
of
is
Winnipeg.
one of the new teams that hasn't officially been announced, but Colton, you are more than welcome to let us know what is the team name.
The team name. Drum roll?
Drum roll,
So
baby.
we've already announced that there's been 3 new teams, but this is the 4th new team? Or
No,
rebrand?
The rebrand was the Trash
Oh,
Pandas.
right. One was a rebrand. So our last new team of the next year is
We're going to be the Peg City Avalanche.
the Peg City Avalanche. So we actually have.
Too much like hockey.
Shut up.
We have a snow theme coming out of Winnipeg. We have
We have the snowmen.
and the Avalanche.
So I only brought this up because someone said, Colton, maybe you're no longer a snowman since Dwayne didn't bowl against you for practice.
Yes. Yeah. Little
So
insight.
little insider information there, but yeah. So we have another new team coming out of Winnipeg. It is the Avalanche, which is amazing.
Yes. It's unreal. That is the 3rd team that joined. We did have a rebrand from the Medicine Hat Mad Hatters moved to the Panorama Trash Pandas.
Yes, and we've already talked to some of the members of that team and got a little bit of insight because they did drop their logo. If you haven't seen their logo yet today, it was released on Facebook tonight.
Yes.
Sneak peek. So we'll be able to look forward in the next few days here, I'm hoping, or in the next little while, to that Avalanche logo reveal.
Yes, we are really hoping to get one out. Man, there actually has been a lot of rebranding going on, or not rebranding, relogoing going on. And
Yep.
we're hoping to see some great new ones.
So when we look at the matches here right now, Curtis Dunas is up 4-2 for Team J Brains.
Dexter is up 5-1.
Dexter Wiseman is up 5-1 for Team J Brains. Over in match 3.
No, Rob is up 4-2.
Match 3, Rob Wolfson is up 4-2, taking that point for Team Innovators so far. Rylan Willier, he is up 5 points to 1, or 4-2. 4-2 because of the carryover in frame 5.
Yeah.
And then at the bottom here, we have Thomas Tompkins bowling against Matthew Harms.
He's up
4-2 as well.
And he is up 4 frames to 2, and he has thrown that big turkey, making everybody up in Grand Prairie proud of him. I know there's been lots of posts from Gerald and team members he has up there wishing him luck here, and he's definitely shown up and proven that he deserves to be here.
Yeah, for sure. Tommy, when we asked Tommy to be a part of this event, he was all about it, and like is a 5-hour drive for the gentleman, no prize money involved, just to be a part of the event. He epitomizes 5-pin bowling, man. He is all in it.
He is someone who will come to whatever tournament, and he just loves good bowling. It doesn't matter if you're his opponent or if you're on his team, he will cheer for you just the same.
Yeah.
He just wants to see good bowling happening, and he doesn't care who's throwing it.
And Matt, he's a little intimidating. He gets jacked up. He's in it. He's in it. He's like a Colton Uswa. He's a Colton Uswa.
And the guy's always in a bowling alley, too.
Yeah,
He's always
loves it.
Always in bowling.
It.
I think he said he practices like 5 or 6 days a week.
Well, I see his, like, on his Facebook all the time. He's always posting.
He's so good. And he's come a long ways.
Oh, yeah.
I know, like, he just started playing competitively here lately, but yeah, he's...
And his game, like I remember seeing him at the Alberta Open for the last many years, but his game has come so far in the last couple of years. You can tell the work that he's putting into it. You can tell how he's...
100%.
Oh, and the crowd is beaking Dexter Wiseman for missing.
It's Mitch, not the crowd.
Okay, well, Mitch Davies is beaking Dexter Wiseman, his own teammate, for missing that right corner.
There's a little reference to that. If people don't know, the last Tour Championship, Dexter lost to Mitch by missing a right corner. So Mitch was just letting him know, his teammate, maybe stop missing those because they're
costing
big.
you.
They're big. They're big.
Oh, Megan. Super proud to be a teammate with him for the Rollers, the Grand Prairie Holy Rollers.
So good. And GP right from day one have been a big part of the 5PL, and their players are coming on tour, and they are a force to be reckoned with.
Tom has like this whole following. Like they're all just like, they don't even care about Team Innovator. It's Team Tom.
Yeah,
Team
100%. Matt, you know what? If it was Dustin, if it was Robert, if it was anybody out of that group, they would all be behind him. And Tommy would be the first fan.
Oh, yeah.
That is the group that...
That is exactly the culture that they've created up there right
100%.
now, is that everyone is there supporting each other. And you can just tell by, even when you look at, especially, like, not just the men's team, but especially the men's team out of the North, every year for the Open, like, they've just been getting stronger and stronger and stronger and putting up, like, points and giving people a run for their money.
Yeah.
And the ladies have been getting stronger, too. Like, it's...
100%. It's not anything against the North in Alberta. They've been struggling. They're so far apart. It's a long distance to travel.
And it's hard to create that team culture when you're so geographically spread apart.
But that GP group, they have made it a thing, and I can't wait to see the GP group and the great players out of North all come together for a couple Opens in a row, and you watch out. Like, they'll be the team to beat.
The success,
Yeah. 100%.
So that is another carryover in the frame 4 match, Tim's making a comeback. He's trying to put the pressure on Rylan.
Yeah.
Still got a little bit of work to do.
It's 4-2 with a double carryover, right?
4-2 with a single carryover.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Brad, put the pressures on.
There you go. Bradley's coming back in the top
Fired
match.
up.
F you.
Fired up.
Kerry Schneider needs to rattle Dexter here somehow.
He did with that corner.
Yeah.
Don't you remember Mitch?
Yeah.
He got very heated.
Big strike for Matt Harms on the board at the bottom.
Yep, so that's a frame for
he's
him.
going to win that frame 7.
So 4-3 for Tom at the bottom there.
Yeah, Megan, you definitely had a good reason for missing last year's Open.
Oh, yeah. That is a strike to Snyder.
Sorry, we had to get our drink orders in.
Beverage break.
It was a little bit of a...
Time for a beveragino. So another frame to Brad. That's big. So that puts Brad back in that match 4-4.
Yeah, that does put him back in the match.
So
also,
we got
Brett,
some shaking up to do.
Yes, the Elks almost won a game yesterday. They gave away like a 22-0 lead. It's like just a thing right now. You go to the game not to see them win, but just to see the history expanding. every game they lose is just adding to the history, adding to the record.
Oh, is this the Elks?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Like, it's not even about going to watch them win anymore because, like, that's just not a thing. You're going to the game to be part of history, watching them lose for the 30,000th time in a row. And it's fun for everyone because there's mini donuts and popcorn.
There's no such thing. Like, we're not shameful. Like, we're not embarrassed by the Elks. We're like, we don't think they exist anymore in the city.
Like, people talk about it as if, like, we're embarrassed because our football team never wins. Like, we don't care. We're there for the popcorn.
Yeah.
Like, it's fine.
And the cheerleaders.
Oh, another big strike by Ryland.
That's a vegan strike right there.
That's a vegan strike.
That's plant-based.
Plant-based.
So Snyder may have rattled Dexter. That's 2 frames in a row for Snyder.
What does that put him in?
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
So he's going to have to win the next 2 as well if he wants to steal that point. Because remember, each of these matches is an individual point to the team.
Right. How are you feeling right now watching your team there, Dwayne? Everything's kind of going back and forth?
I thought it was...
Tommy Tompkins blows a kiss to the camera after that strike.
My goodness. Let me play against him right now. I'm going to fight him.
I love it. I just love the energy and, like, the intensity and just the, like, charisma that he's bringing to the game. And he is so happy to be here.
So incredibly happy. And he's, he was saying down in the pit, like, he's just surrounded by great bowlers and he wants to ask them everything. Like, he's taking every opportunity to learn, which is so
He's
cool.
even asking not great bowlers because he comes over to me and he starts asking me questions and I'm like...
You are a great bowler, Katie Rayner. So Tim is giving up that frame, which means that match is decided. Innovator gets 1 point for sure.
Oh, okay. So that's what I was going to ask, is that it's individual.
Yes.
Yeah, so this
match
is worth 5 points right now are on the board. So each individual match play is worth 1 point, so this group is worth 5, and then the next group it'll be 5 more points. Also, Brett wants us to tell you that the Avalanche were introduced.
To who?
To the world.
To the world.
When Colton was on, he made the announcement that he is playing on the Avalanche this year and that there's a new 5PU team out of Winnipeg.
Oh, no.
He got the go-ahead from
baby.
5PU creator to announce that
live. Like you're talking about Carey Craig?
I am.
He gave the okay.
He gave the okay to. Colton did say, "Am I allowed to say something?"
It was very subtle.
It was very subtle, and Carey said,
I want to have that
announce
conversation with Carey.
We don't know who's on the team. We don't know logos. We don't know anything. We just know that there is a new team coming out of Winnipeg.
Well,
anything you'd like to add to that?
Okay, well, I can get on board with that.
So down at the bottom,
congratulations,
Matt Farms will miss. So that puts Tom up 5-3. So Matthew Harms is going to have to win the last 2 frames and try and come back in total. Otherwise, that one will also go to Innovator. Brad did throw that strike up in 9, which was a big swing back for Team Innovator.
So we have JB has been keeping track. He says match 1 is 4-4, match 2 is 5-3, match 3 is 3-5 for Innovator. Innovator won match 4, and match 5 is 3-5 for Team Innovator.
Correct. JB's on it. I'm not shocked that he is dialed in. He also is like in PI 3 hours ahead. It is.
Yeah, like it's very late there right now. It is very late.
Oh shit, that hurts JB.
Yep. So that will be 5-4, and unfortunately Curtis will not be able to catch Brad for total, so that match will go to Innovator
as well. So we have 2 matches decided here out of the 5.
Wait.
There's no waiting. That's math.
Yeah, because they could go 5-5, but he can't catch total at this point.
Oh, sorry.
So we have 2 matches decided here already, the number 1 spot and the number 4 spot.
There is no wait.
Yeah, Dwayne.
I know my math.
Do you?
Math don't lie.
You know body.
I don't math, actually. So.
Yeah, I will concede on this one.
Okay, thank you.
Carey's
Just
not
like JB Reigns as J Brains.
J Brains.
You know what?
Match number 2, Carey Snyder did throw the double.
Boom.
So Dexter is going to need to...
A boom.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard that correctly.
Oh, and Dexter doesn't get the
Dexter
push
doesn't
on the
get
corner.
That's a boom.
So that's another point in
So
this
that's
match going
Son
towards
of a
4-5.
gun. You stick. That's standing.
That match is already over.
No.
You're getting
Shit.
real worked up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there was a comment earlier of someone telling Dwayne to grow body hair.
Oh, I can't. I've tried.
It was somewhere. I think it was Hendrick.
Tyler, do you want me to grow body hair?
I don't know. I just wanted you to be aware that
Dwayne,
people
why
are
don't
very
you grow
concerned.
some body? Oh, it's Brett.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it was
People
Brett.
are very concerned about your body hair.
No, just Brett. Brett and Robbie have
We're-
a big concern about my body.
We are off the rails.
Let's
And
get back to like
another
Tom-
good
Oh yeah,
strike.
big
Maybe
flex.
throwing a strike?
Tommy Tompkins. I'm not. I'm literally have it up. I'm going through them. I'm on Facebook.
We are missing YouTube.
No.
We're missing the
thanks.
YouTube comments. So if you're commenting on YouTube, I am not able to see that because I only have one phone and I have it up on the Facebook. It's majority Facebook. Okay. So yeah, I've been keeping track with the Facebook comments.
So that was a...
Think Harry thoughts. That's what you have to do, according to JB. Think Harry
So
thoughts.
Rob and Gary
Well,
carry
all right.
over, which leave Rob up 5-3. So that match is still
JB, the team you
still
sponsored
there.
is putting in the A team. We're going at it. We're going for it. Next
All
game.
right. There's a few matches here
This-
that are going to come down to that 10th frame.
This ball from Matt will determine the last match as well, if it stays alive or if that...
Oh, power chop. Power chop.
Do power chops exist? Debate of the night.
Oh, good point. Yes, I do believe they do.
Oh, and Matt throws the strike in
Okay,
9 to
so he
keep
stays
him
in it.
alive in his match. So we are looking specifically now at that 2-hole, 3-hole, and the 5-hole.
Correct.
Of which points are still up for grabs.
Oh, we're mathing.
We're good. We're good. Also, JB's been keeping us updated on, and Blair, so we have like double.
Fun fact. Okay, actually, trivia question. What came first, 5-hole in hockey or the 5-hole in bowling?
It has to be the 5-hole in
Yeah.
hockey.
No.
Okay.
5-hole is a term that comes from bowling because the spot between the goalie's leg mimicked a head pin.
Oh,
Which
really?
was the 5-hole.
I didn't know that.
That is extremely interesting.
Well, fun facts with Tyler.
I could totally be wrong. Like, I'm going to get called out on the internet, #canceled, but it's okay. So Brad wins the top match. Well, they split 5-5, but total will go to Brad at 304.
That math doesn't matter.
So 1 point to, or that we just confirmed, yes, a
Yeah,
point there.
innovator.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler. Yeah. Flex again.
Snyder, just you wait.
Yeah.
All right, so now
I
we're
see
getting
that
into
smirk.
that match. Kerry Snyder misses the middle on his first shot. So he has,
Which puts him in danger.
which does put him in a little bit of danger.
A lot.
If he doesn't hit the middle, he does miss.
And he misses his spare conversion on that
Uh-oh.
as well. So
Double
he
danger.
is
That is-
looking to lose that
That
match
is looking
potentially.
good for Dexter.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that second match is going to go to Jay Brains.
Who again?
Jay Brains.
Jay
Perfect. I
Brains.
just wanted to hear that. That's all.
I have no shame
Yeah. Perfect.
because it's
Tyler.
still tied, 6-6.
Perfect.
Actually, right now it's 7-6.
Tyler,
Yes.
I hope we get to play against each other.
You know, let's just let the cookie crumble where the crumble will cookies.
The cricket crumble the
close.
cookies.
I'm going to drink a little more.
Oh no.
Drunk Dwayne, get off the commentating. From Jenny Bask.
Oh, thanks, Jenny.
PI is not loving.
She
That's all
also
right.
messaged me earlier saying we need more females on the commentary.
Oh,
We're trying.
I'll change my voice.
Yeah, Robbie.
Oh, and Rob with the big shot.
The wolf. Putting the pressure on. Gary Baird. A hush falls over the crowd.
It is
A
true.
hush falls. There's no hush.
There's no hush. I tried. I thought I could manifest something. Left-handed today, Kathy. I'm in a bowling alley.
Oh, and Gary throws a big strike over for Team JB or Jay Brains.
I would like to shout out to Kathy. I have been drinking right-handed on the podcast all year, and that's the first time someone has said something.
That doesn't.
That's impressive.
I was shocked.
You know how long it took me to drink with my right hand on a
it's
podcast and have
impressive
someone call me out?
By
Episode
Kathy
1
to
within
call
5
him
minutes.
out.
Oh. Uh-oh.
So this match number 3, depending on what happens here, could go to Team Innovator with Rob Wolfson punching a head pin on that second shot
other
at
way.
10.
Could go to
Other
brains.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said it right, but wrong.
I did.
Right but wrong. Yeah. He's going to need to pin out because he won't be able to catch Gary for total now. So he's going to need Gary to miss and then not count as well. Gary throws
a strike, so Gary is going to take that one. Or a corner.
7-7. All right, so it all comes down to that bottom match, which is leaning in favor of Innovator right now, but in theory, so Matthew Harms could strike out for 278. And Tom Tompkins is already at 266 on a double. Since 1992. I wasn't even born yet, Brain.
I was 3 at that point.
Kathy, I did not ignore it.
I was
I
4.
just
Were you?
simply didn't want to point it out in case more people jumped on the bandwagon.
Wow, wouldn't want to spend a Friday night
but I was
anywhere
very aware that you did call me out
other than
last.
watching a bowling tournament. We are so thankful. Everybody, I just got word that we had like 130 or 140 viewers on between our Facebook and YouTube feeds.
That's dope.
Thank you for spending your night watching this and just
incredible.
being a part of 5-pin bowling, even if you couldn't make it down to the center. This is what keeps our sport alive, and this is what allows us to continue to put on events like this and continue to see how we can better the game and better the sport and better the experience for viewers and bowlers. And if you weren't watching, we wouldn't have anything to do. So
Tim's going to come back and take the last 2 frames and win total, but not have enough because it's still 6-4.
Oh,
so
it's
that,
6. Okay, that's what I was going to wonder.
So that goes to Ryland.
all right, so Thomas Tompkins here, he misses the middle on his first shot. He is up in points.
And he has 5 frames, so he will win.
And he has 5 points. So Innovator will win this round 3 points to 2.
A lead.
1, 2, 3.
This is a rarity
Which
for Innovator.
means that at the halfway mark of round 4, we've done up to 15 matches, and we have a 8-7 lead for Team Innovator
Wow.
going into
You know
the
what, Tyler?
last
Tyler, I'm over it.
6
I'm over
matches.
it.
You can go home then. I have no
Oh,
issues
you don't
with
want to
that.
play against me?
I don't need to bowl. If you're done, I'm
Tyler
done. We're
and Dwayne
winning.
are both about to hit the lanes. I'm going to find some new people to commentate with me here.
Matt Harms finishing up
3.
is going to win that frame, so that last match will go 5-5. But of course, total going to Tom
Hey,
Tompkins.
Katie, do you remember when I spoke to you about, the come from behind?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what's coming up.
Okay.
Just letting you know.
Can't wait to see it. All right, we are moving on
We did.
to the last ones. We are putting on a commercial here, and we'll be back.
We will.
Okay, so after matches 11 to 15, Innovator is up 3-2 for those matches.
Okay, here we go.
All right, we are back for the last 5 matches of round 4. So after that first part of round 4, we have an 8-7 lead for Team Innovator over Team JBrains. We are also in a hunt to 11 points. That's the magic number here. So we have 8 points for Team Innovator, 7 points for JBrains. This round here is a 5-player. They're all playing individual matches again, so they're match play against the person across from them. But this one, instead of being a pins game, is just straight pinfall. So they're looking for those total scores. Up on the lane for Team Innovator, we have Trevor Cook, Greg Gigluck, Carrie Kreitz, Derek Holm, and Tyler Titkat. Not Greg Gigluck, Greg DeGrazia. Oh my. So Trevor will be playing Mark Johnstone, Greg will be playing Justin Langrock, Carrie will be playing Matt Schultz, Derek Holm is playing Dwayne Gilardi, which is our Masters champ and our Open champ from this year, the gold medal winners of both tournaments playing each other. And in a finals from last year's tour final rematch, Tyler Titkat will be taking on Mitch Davies at the bottom.
Absolutely crazy.
Okay, I got to ask a question.
Yes.
I got to ask you a question.
Yes.
So it's, what's the score? 8-7?
8-7 for Team Innovator.
So I don't know if the race can be to 11 anymore because they added this.
No,
there's 5 points right here.
If it goes 3-2, Robert, for JBrains, the last one would be the
deciding factor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's who.
Okay.
The winner will be whoever gets to 11 first, but
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. It's never been this close before.
Cody Steer is already predicting 4 and 5. The match 4 and match 5 are going to the last ball in 10.
Wow, that's a good prediction.
It's not bad, eh?
Yeah.
For our viewers at home, we actually have a monitor beside Robert, so he can get up close, so he can read the scores. Now, we don't have a calculator to help him, but it is there.
I don't need a calculator. Katie needs the calculator.
You both do.
I've used the calculator.
But she's got JB.
Yeah, JB's been doing a lot of the math for me
and
tonight.
by the way, Tubby, how'd you make out in the last race?
Well, I had the high score, but I lost.
But you lost.
It is what it is, right? It is what it is.
It is.
I can't remember which sound effect button it is, so I won't press one.
Let's push all of them.
No.
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 No. That's the one. There it is. Took me a minute, but I found it.
She found it.
Yeah. I know. Home was saying how tight he is because we don't have warm up when we play.
You don't need warm up.
Well, he pitched, right? He's already complaining, right?
You're professionals.
Yeah. That's what we call it, right? Professionals.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hendo says he hopes when you get old, you have a young whippersnapper to beak you the whole time.
Oh, I'm good. I'm very good. Yeah.
He had an old whippersnapper to beat him that time.
Yeah. Yeah, she is. She has a snapper. Yeah.
I did.
Wow. Moving on. So
wow.
Tim.
Hey, so I do want to point out last match, Kerry Schneider versus Dexter Wiseman. The coaches did push those guys together, just for the sake of making sure that they want to play each other. For those of people who aren't on tour and don't understand the camaraderie, Kerry is infatuated with Dexter. He's his #1 fan, and it was an honor for Kerry to play Dexter. So
there you go.
And this was the first time apparently ever that Kerry has lost to Dexter.
It's the first time they ever played against each other. No, maybe.
No, they
maybe
played
Autumn
things at Autumn Open and stuff.
Yeah,
but
but
Kerry said this was the first time Dexter has ever beat him.
Yeah, I guess you can say Kerry told me he bottomed out. He bottomed out.
Okay.
Bottomed out.
Wow. Wow. So Tim, obviously here, Gallaugher Cup Tour Finals hosting at Sherwood Bowl.
Yeah.
You guys excited to have the tournament here again?
We just love having bowling here.
Yeah.
Right? As simple as it puts.
All bowling centers just love having bowling somewhere.
No, you know what? Sometimes depends what it is, but I mean, a lot of us are all friends here, and we have good camaraderie with everybody that comes in. So it's nice to have it over here over the summer. I mean, I wish a little bit more local support on tickets, right? I mean, it's great to come view tomorrow if you have a chance and you're local. Come
on down. It's $10.
What's $10, right? What's $10?
You could spend $10 way
Seating
worse.
starts at 11. Tournament starts at 12, so make sure you're in your seats ahead of time. But
yeah, and if you can't make it here for 12, and you can make it here for 1 or 2, that's okay.
That's okay. You'll be getting down into the big finales.
Well, I think it's going to take a little bit
semis
longer
and
because
stuff.
last year we finished at 7 o'clock. And we're supposed to be finished about 6 o'clock today because that's tomorrow when the dinner is. So make sure you guys at least come down, check it out, and and cheer on your favorite player. I mean, we have a lot of local players here. I know Ryland's moved up to GP, but he's a local. We have the Bradley and Tyler.
Yep.
Carrie plays at our center. Curtis is here. Well, Curtis not playing, right? But Justin Langrock's
And
close by.
tomorrow, not like tonight, you cannot watch it on YouTube tomorrow.
that's right. If you are not
It
in
is
this building with your
recorded.
bottom in a bleacher, you will not know who won
That is exactly
until it is
right.
released on YouTube.
That's
We
right.
will not tell you who it is.
I already told
No.
everybody. Everyone's signing an NDA.
That's right.
Non-disclosure agreements for everyone.
But I'll tell you what,
Exactly.
the first year, an individual didn't know about the rules, and she was live streaming it on one of the matches, right? And we caught it halfway through, and thankfully it was all by mistake. It wasn't meant to be anything personal, right? So
wow, I didn't know that.
yeah. Well, you were too drunk, passed out on the
I was
bleachers.
not. Not year one.
That was your 2, Tim.
Yeah, maybe year 2. I had bar service year 2.
Yeah.
Oh, year 1 you had bar service.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you're
Oh.
chirping me up on there. Yeah.
No, I wouldn't chirp you.
Yeah.
I would never chirp you, buddy.
Yeah.
You're my idol.
Oh, we heard that. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about a little bit maybe about the Heartland Kingpins.
They're no longer the Heartland Kingpins.
So what are they called now? Are you rebranding just like Regina Can't
We
Win?
are.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you rebranding to? We've had so many 5PU reveals this week.
We are
on this.
We are now the Stetler Kingpins.
The Stetler Kingpins. Okay. Are you making a new logo?
Yes.
Okay.
Different colored uniform.
Would you like to tell us maybe a roster change or
We-
something you would like to announce?
Three roster
Did
changes.
you get younger or older?
We actually got older. We're going to compete with the old people now.
All right.
So is there any names you want to drop for us?
Sure, we'll throw them out.
Look at all the exclusive
What?
things you guys are getting
So
tonight.
who is not coming back?
One not coming back.
Yeah, let's start with that. Who's not coming back?
Mike Herbert,
Okay.
Bev Magnus,
Okay.
Right.
and Shauna Lesney.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And so in
Coming in.
exchange,
We have Coach Greg Gallaugher.
Oh, Giggy's gonna play. That's great.
Giggy
Yeah.
is in. He is pumped. He's fired up.
Yeah. He has to work his vacation around that, and I do schedule that, so I'll make sure I screw you over.
Oh, yeah, we're definitely going to have to talk to you about
No,
scheduling.
I don't make any.
Because our other two are from Saskatchewan.
Who are the other two?
Scott Klassen
Yeah.
and Corell Nichols.
Oh, Coral Nichols.
Wow.
That's a great one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Klassen's great. I
Amazing.
mean, that's great. Yeah.
and they're wanting to come in whenever you have matches, and
They're
fantastic.
they're going to do the 5-hour drive.
Oh my gosh, that's
Come-
commitment.
Come the day before.
But have they played at Stetler? Because it is a shithole.
Okay.
I don't know. Giggy averages 305 there every time. he
Yeah.
plays.
But it's no tap.
It's no.
It's no tap.
Masters. In Masters.
Okay, so
You guys, hang on. You guys both the Masters. Who won? I can't remember who won. Average 290.
We
6. Giggy averaged 305.
Yeah.
Playing senior Masters.
Yeah, but they have a lunch in between, don't they?
No.
So quick little recap of where we're standing here. Match number 1 that has, who's at the top there?
Trevor.
Mark versus Trevor. Mark has a little bit of an advantage with those double mark, or like the 2 marks in a row. In the second hole, Justin is down to Greg, who has the double to start the match. Carrie has back-to-back strikes, but Matthew Harms has those back-to-back strikes, which is giving him a little bit of an advantage.
Did Matthew Arms just play the last
Is that
game?
Matt Schultz?
That's Schultz.
That's Schultz.
Matt, why is it Matthew?
That's what probably I should put up there.
Okay,
You
so
know
Matt
what?
Schultz has the double against Carrie, who has 2 spares. So he has a little bit of an advantage there. The fourth match is pretty close with 2 spares for Derek and 1 spare over on the Team JB side, and Tyler and Mitch are going back and forth.
Okay, so let's in the comments here, how many people we have? 61 viewers here.
We have
right?
actually like 140 between YouTube
Okay,
and
so 140 people. I want to say yes or no. I want you to comment how much everybody loves Greg's new duster. All right, so in the comments, if you like Greg's duster, say yes.
If you don't know,
If you don't know what a duster is,
like, I like the mustache.
I do.
I think it looks dapper.
I thought he was a police officer now, right?
Yeah, maybe he is.
Yes, Sergeant DeGrazia, right?
Sergeant.
We'll call him
I don't
Sergeant.
know. What Super Trooper would he be?
Oh my gosh.
What
Oh
Super
my
Trooper would he be? Farva? No, he can't be Farva. Ramrod? Who's the other one?
I've never seen Super Troopers.
Me neither. I'm with you, Katie.
I have no idea.
All right, so
Just Tim watches some weird shows.
all right, so when you in the group, you want to comment yes if you like Greg's new duster,
Greg.
and if you wanted to let me know which Super Trooper he would most resemble.
Okay, I'm not reading Cody's comment. Timmy Sharp needs to be bigger. The fuzzy lip caterpillar.
Oh, Cody.
No, we're not reading
Oh,
that.
that's
Yeah, I
Did he-
already have gotten texts about his mustache
Did
today.
he go harsh?
hey. Oh, look at Blast from Past. Stephen Leckie.
Stephen Leckie has been beaking me the entire night on here.
Yeah, he probably needs to stop sitting on his hand, but that's fine.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, there we go. Al Paquette. There's a smart one there, Al.
What's Al Paquette? What did he say? Good old Al.
So I mean that is something there. Also, I mean everybody knows I wear a hat, right? Everybody knows I wear a hat, but as we've been aging out for many years on tour, some of us are getting a little bit more thin up there. And if you look at Mitchell's right up there right now, it is glaring. He has a little bit of a comb over there. If he does, when he does put his head back, we can see.
So I'm going to revert back to some bowling talk here. So Tim, you are on Team JB.
Yeah.
And this is like the first time ever that we're coming into the final stretch here and Team J Brains is in a deficit. So how are you guys feeling about that? Is there like in the pit, are you guys talking about it? Are you just focusing on what the games
to
are
be
ahead
honest
of
with
you?
if you look at Innovator, they're together. The other team, we're just drinking.
Yeah, I actually do see that a little bit. Yeah.
But you know what? I don't think we're nervous. I mean, you're playing 10 great players on the other side.
For sure.
They pick up. I mean, Ryland's on that team now. Trevor Cook's on that team. Yeah, Schneider's there, right? But
Derek Holm.
You pick up Derek Holm, DeGrazia,
Yeah.
right? That's huge.
For sure.
That's absolutely huge. That's huge pickups.
And we've talked about it a couple of times throughout the night, but just like we've said it before, this is not the top 24 or 20 people who are on the tour.
Yeah.
This is, people are on vacations, people have commitments that they can't make it to this. The depth of this field that is still this strong,
And
having
it's
to go
still
down
so good.
many qualifiers is still so good. And it
it's
shows
so even.
it's so
right?
even, and it just goes to
is.
show the caliber of bowling we have in the country and how the sport is alive and well.
Exactly.
I noticed a huge difference in coaching this year.
Oh.
Right? I mean, I think Sean and Aaron came up with a good game plan. I see some matches are more top-heavy than others.
Gino's fault last year.
I didn't know who the coaches were. I'm just making.
It was Gino.
Oh, and who was the other one?
No, I don't know. Some bum.
Some bum, man.
Some bum.
Yeah.
Some guy.
Oh,
Some guy off the street.
yeah. So, anyways,
important.
yeah, it's just they're a well-rounded team, right? So, I mean,
They got a good team. Yeah.
I mean, our team picked up Dwayne. We picked up a few other ones, and Schultz, obviously, another big one we picked up.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, we don't have Weber this year. He had other commitments down in Calgary, but
We were talking about that earlier, actually.
yeah.
I go, who's missing out of this crowd? Adam Weber.
Adam Weber.
How?
Yeah.
When's the last time you seen Adam Weber miss
Well,
a big tournament?
Adam
like
chose
this?
not to go to Regina or to Red Deer, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was a huge. And he didn't go to Winnipeg, so he was only playing on
Oh, he
two events.
played two?
Yeah, he was
Oh,
only
I
playing
didn't
on-
know that.
Or maybe he played, no, I don't think he played. He didn't play Regina either. No,
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he did.
no.
Because that was kind of a topic there for a bit.
Well, yeah. Adam goes to his own beat of his own drum, right?
So I want to mention, contrary to what Tim said on his podcast the other night, This is not the Gallaugher Memorial Cup. It's
Robert Gallaugher is alive and well.
I am still here.
Barely.
Yeah, that is true, barely.
Yeah.
But give me another day or two. And again, I told the players earlier, the two teams earlier, so proud to be this tournament be named after me. And, Kerry and Johnny, I've known them forever. And I don't know who else was involved with the naming of it, but they came to me. We're actually in Las Vegas when they came to me. I think you were there too, Tim.
I was. I think I took all your beer out of your beer fridge.
Yeah, I think you did.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, just such an honor. And to see 20 superstar bowlers out here, it's just, it's good. It's good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. But you know, Robbie. I know we give you such a hard time, Rob. You do such a lot for the sport, right?
I've been around a day or two.
Yeah, but
apparently now I can't sell my place, so I'm sticking around longer.
You know what? I'm glad you got a little bit of help, right? And hopefully that works, right?
Hopefully get some more. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Okay, I'm gonna pass this off to Rob Wolfson soon.
Rob Holston.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could chat. Yeah. Robbie's a great guy.
I think he's gonna grab a drink, come over, and
he probably should.
Yeah. But no, it's been a great event, and
it always is.
It's nice to actually have it's actually the closest it's ever been.
Yep, and that's good. It's way better than being over over early. It's let's see what's going on here. Bowler 2. Oh, we got some matches.
Yeah, it's very important that Jay Brains.
A little behind there.
Very important that Jay Brains get 3 out of this, right? Or it's over, right? So
I think it's not looking good right now.
No. I mean,
Mitch's
Mitch's is still doable. I mean, everything's still in there.
Oh
right?
yeah, you're only halfway through, man. You
there
can
you go.
definitely.
All right, I'm gonna pass it off to Robbie here.
Okay. Here comes Katie, coming in hot. Robbie.
Robert.
How are you, buddy?
Good. Hey.
Good to have you aboard, my man.
Thank you. You have a great birthday.
Yes, so do you.
Thank you.
I noticed that, actually, when I was looking through all the profiles that were put online. It's good. We got some matches going on here. It's
So when we take a look at the recap here, looking at the 4th frame, because we're still in frame 4 for Jay Brains.
Yeah.
Match number 1 is super close within 2 points.
Yeah.
Match number 2 has a slight advantage on the Team Innovator side, but it is still pretty close up there. Kerry has a big 80-4, and he is down quite a bit to Matt's 4 in a row to start that game. Down at the bottom in the 4 spot.
Close.
Derek has 90 in the 4th frame to 71 in the 4th frame. He's working on a strike, whereas Dwayne is working on a spare. And then in the final spot, Tyler Titcat with the turkey on Innovator. He has got a little bit of a lead there going against Mitch Davies, especially if he can capitalize on that double.
Yeah, especially the triple and the open frame, that's huge.
That is for
That
sure.
adds up pretty quickly.
Oh,
For sure, yeah.
That'll get you turned around in a hurry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So,
It's been good though.
how are you loving Gallaugher Cup this year?
Oh, it's a lot of fun. It's so much fun. It's just great to be able to play with these people that you don't normally get to play with. So you're mixed with a whole bunch of people from different cities. It's a lot of fun. Everyone's having a good time.
This is your second time,
This is
right,
my
Rob?
second time, yeah.
Yep.
I was here last year as
Yep.
well, so second time. And as
Yeah.
much as it is for fun, but everyone wants to win.
Oh, of course they do.
Everyone
Yeah.
wants to
They're
win.
all
As much as
competitive.
there's no money on the line,
There's no
it
money.
literally doesn't really mean anything.
The bragging rights, the bragging rights are
bragging
huge.
rights and the trash talk that happens
trash
leading up
talk
to this
is
event
huge.
is outrageous.
It is good.
It's
So
kind of
good.
it's like practice, but you're pumping up strikes and high fives, and it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
and you know
so
what? It's not only is it fun, like I'm assuming I haven't obviously played it, but as a competitor, but it's just fun for the spectators to watch too. Like it's just one of those tournaments that it's never a dull moment. It's never boring because there's so much variety and so much happening, and you're in that like race to 11.
Yeah, and you like the different style of games. Like you don't get to see Irish very often. I mean, we do Baker events
Or
at
even
tournaments for
best
sure on the
frames.
tour, best frames. So it's just
Scotch,
neat to see the
yeah.
different. And I think the one thing for spectators to notice as a player, like you can play a couple frames in a game, but then you don't play for another half hour or 40 minutes,
Or
and you have to be ready to go, and
Right.
and that frame means something. So that adds a different element to it as well.
So, Kathy, I just wanted to point out with your comment about how it should be a mixed event. It technically is a mixed event. What they do, though, is they go based off of points earned throughout the tour events throughout the year to get rankings for the 5P Universe rankings. So, unfortunately, this year there was no females that ranked high enough within the points ranking to be able to qualify for it. We almost were able to have Josie Brooks play because she had a fantastic season on tour this year, and it did get down to her with just people on vacation and stuff. She also, however, was on vacation. So it should, like, there is technically that there is ladies that could be eligible depending on how we play throughout the year. Just right now, we didn't have anyone high enough. I see Brett saying guarantee 1 spot on a team for a lady or 2 spots on a team for a lady. That's potentially something that they can look into in the years coming up.
And I think they have talked about that, and
Yeah, that'd be a great adjustment for sure for the tournament
it'd be a
committee
little
to
bit different,
do that,
yeah.
100%.
And
I've made a note to talk to 5P Universe creator
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because it is a good idea. I mean,
At
I know
least-
that there's
at least 1 spot. Anyway,
Yeah,
Right.
or you
on
take
each
or you
side.
take the top 2 ladies on tour, and that way there's 1 on each team.
one on each
guaranteed,
team.
right?
That's
And I
right,
know that there's
exactly.
a ton of ladies, you know, I speak for myself, but I could also probably speak for a ton of ladies that we would love to play in the event.
No
We obviously
kidding.
love
No
playing and
kidding.
learning from the men as well in the
And it
sport.
would-
So
and that would definitely change the coaching a little bit too, right?
little bit, yeah,
Would it
a little
not?
bit.
Right?
I mean, we do have our ladies representing down there on Team Innovator.
well, you do.
Right?
You do.
Yeah.
Tracy Smith is
Tracy
down in there as
Smith.
coach with Mr.
Yep.
Greg. So
So, Katie, maybe because you were playing it, how about a plug for the Diamond Ladies and what that's doing for ladies in the game?
yeah, Diamond Ladies was a fantastic weekend. The amount of support we saw from ladies across the country coming out and willing to play, even though there was some changes last minute to kind of formatting of how many were making cut and stuff, it didn't deter anyone. It didn't. The amount of support that was there and just the amount of camaraderie that was there, it was just a fantastic event.
Yeah, it was a huge
How many-
success.
It was a huge success.
How many did they end up?
I have those numbers at home because I know when we did our
Take a guess,
recap,
approximately.
I would say they had 150 entries.
Yeah, I was gonna say around
Pretty close.
150, yeah.
125,
That's
150.
good. You know what?
And I mean,
That's
I was
awesome.
3 of them, and I still didn't make the cut. but that also goes to show you that like the caliber of ladies that we have in this country
Yeah.
is outrageous. That like you can go and 3 shift at Diamond Ladies. I mean, we even have the men commenting on here that Diamond Ladies was awesome.
Yeah,
and like,
Okay, that's good.
and I kind of got a little bit more of the background of it too, just being, you know, the ladies podcast host. I kind of got pulled into that tournament as well in some of their planning discussions and in some of their execution discussions. And so I kind of got to see that backside too, but just the passion that went into the tournament was really, really fun to see.
Yeah,
I know it was
well executed first year, and it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well advertised, I know, and people were pumping it up for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, I know,
I know the
Stacey,
people on the podcasts and stuff were pumping it up. That's good.
Wow, and I love,
So
you know,
good.
5 Pin Universe came out, Kerry came out,
Yeah.
and he
Yeah,
live streamed the whole thing.
exactly.
And I'm seeing comments on here that people were saying that they loved watching it as well. So even
Yeah,
though it wasn't like
yeah.
a tour stop or had like the big
I did
men
watch
players,
some of it, yeah.
it still drew a little bit of a crowd, and we had some really good. I know I have the numbers because from the podcast, but I know that the numbers that we drew from live streaming was actually like
Pretty
way
good.
more than what Stacy and the committee
What you guys thought.
was
Yeah.
gonna think
Yeah.
was gonna happen.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. That is
So
good.
right now, I'm just going to do a quick little recap
That's
of
year
what's
one?
Yeah, and that's year one. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, do it.
Sky's the
Quick
limit.
little recap here. So at this point, before this match is over, we have an 8-7 lead for Team Innovator right now. When we look at the matches, Team Innovator has a slight lead in the first match and the second match. Team J Brains has a lead in the third match. The fourth match is still pretty close, but Derek just threw that turkey, so
Yeah,
that's
huge-
that's gonna start to pull him
That's gonna
away
open him
if
up.
Dwayne can't capitalize on his strike.
And
And then at
Tyler's
the
running.
bottom, Tyler's running away.
Tyler
so Innovator
is-
right here, we are looking to get to 11 points. So they need 3 matches here to seal the deal for the first time ever.
Is Tyler not our defending WCBT champion?
He is our defending tour champion,
And
our
did
only
he-
2-time winner.
And did he not beat Mitch in the final last
And
year?
he beat Mitch in the final. This is
So
a
he's
rematch of the
he's
final.
kind of showing Mitch right now.
Yep.
If I see you again,
buckle up.
Taking you
Yeah.
down.
So as a team innovator, this
Yes.
is like the first time
Yes.
we've really been at a point where team innovator is still in it at this
Yeah,
point in
that's
time in
right,
the
that's
competition.
right.
How is that feeling?
It's very exciting. I mean, the guys want it. The
Teams
guys
are pumped.
The guys know that, so
Yeah.
we definitely want it, and we know that we can't keep letting J-Brains push us around. So
That's
this,
right,
This
that's
is a
right.
big stand for
This
Innovator
is.
for sure.
Yeah,
No, for sure.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
And I actually liked. You were noting the match between Tyler and Mitch in the 5 position, but in the 4 position, it's our 2 national champions.
Oh, we
That's
talked about
what I-
that too.
yeah, we
that
did
we
do
have
that.
Dwayne just
Yeah.
is coming off of his Masters national gold medal as a
Yep.
single. And a few months ago, we had Derek Holm. He just won his first open singles national gold medal. So
right.
that we noticed when
It's a
we
great
were.
match.
It's a great match to have those two against each other. It's a
And-
great match to have the finals.
Yeah.
Tyler and Mitch against each other.
And the coaches actually talked to each other, and they did
coordinated
make-
that. For sure they did.
It was
that
really,
match.
it's really
They made
interesting
that
to see
match.
because the coaches, I know I've talked to Tracy about what Team Innovators' choices were and how they were strategizing, and I've kind of talked to Aaron. And both team captains this year put in so much effort and just like thought behind who they were going to do, and then also talk to each other to get some of those like classic pair-ups that we want to see, right?
And I actually noticed too, like earlier in the evening in the Baker matches, like Jay Brains was having their bowlers go 1, 2, 3 in a frame, for example, like 3 frames in a row. Whereas,
Yeah.
We talked
whereas,
about that too.
Whereas
We
Innovator
were
was
alternating.
mixing it up, and it was really a bit of a hodgepodge. So I don't know if that
We were
contributed
hoping
to
to be able
to
to
the
get
chemistry
some,
or not.
Yeah,
but-
we were hoping to be able to get some of the coaches on at some
Yeah.
point, but they're all so invested in their teams right now.
But
that
everyone
it's
has a different
impossible.
strategy for it, right?
Well, we
so you
wanted
don't,
to
there's
kinda
no right or
know.
wrong. It's just we'll see.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Is it better to like what was the thought process behind stacking your team together and having them bowl all their
Yeah.
frames together
Right.
versus mixing it up?
Right.
But that's kind of the nice part about
Yeah.
that whole play in any order too, is you can kind of
Right.
When I coached last year, obviously, with Gino, and we kind of tried to do the same thing, should we put them in a row? Should we mix them up? And then we kind of looked at the player sometimes. We'd go, this guy's probably a little better if he throws
back
three.
to back.
Yeah, back to back, then bowling this frame and then waiting for 5 frames.
You're
So
right, Hendo. Hodgepodge is the word.
Yeah, so we kind
Hodgepodge.
of did that, and apparently it didn't work out, but
for sure.
So I see that JB is still up watching
JB
live at home. It's got to be late at home for
JB
JB.
is
but,
so invested
but he's
in
supporting
this.
the team. I love that.
Such a good sponsor of our one team. Team J Brains, of course, JB over in PEI, still awake, still cheering on his team, getting pumped up and fired up when they're taking, Johnny, Langrock, they're all,
Yeah.
every time someone does something good, he's on it. Over on the other side, Team Innovator, Aaron Arndt works for Company Innovator, and he has been a big supporter of the tour. He also sponsors at every tour event a rising star. A rising star person who maybe doesn't play a lot of tournaments or is just coming out of YBC and they
Right.
sponsor a tournament entry to the WCBT
Yeah,
tour.
it's typically a younger person,
Yeah.
YBC person that's just starting to play the tour.
First or second year of
And
adults
it's
that are
amazing
just
because
coming out.
especially when you're younger, you don't necessarily have the cash or the capital to play lots of shifts to compete. But
Right.
we want to make sure that those youth are getting exposed to this environment and knowing that they can compete at this level.
Yeah.
So
So,
just
yeah,
getting comfortable around the
for sure.
the players on the WCBT for
it
sure.
is, it's so good seeing all these young players.
Amazing.
Like 14, 15 years old.
Yeah, throwing 400 games.
Yeah.
Perfect games.
What the
Michaela.
hell?
So both Innovator and
incredible.
JB with jbrains.ca are huge sponsors of our tour events along the way. We have a few other sponsors. We've been playing the commercials along the way, but just a quick shout out to A&B Express, Schwartz Home Building Centers, Bradson Promotional Group, 5-Pin Universe, Lisa McKinnis, Mortgage Brokers, Heartland Bowl, Innovator, jbrains.ca, Autumn Open, Heritage Traditional, Manitoba Open, Paradise Lanes, Heritage Lanes, St. James Lanes, the Regina Classic, TPC, Golden Mile Entertainment, Sherwood Bowl, our host center again this year, and of course the WCBT Western Bowling Tour. So
just a huge shout out as a competitor. I love being able to come here and you get the hat, you get the shirt. So thanks to Robert Gallaugher for sponsoring the hats. Of course, the Gallaugher Cup. Of course, all the work that Johnny and DB go into all the shirts. Johnny, I know Johnny does a lot of work to design the shirts every year for us, so it's amazing to be able to take
Johnny
take
is
the
a
shirt home.
machine.
It's amazing.
And I mentioned it earlier, but if anybody wasn't listening earlier, the shirts this year are probably one of my favorites. They are so sharp.
So I have heard.
They're so sleek.
I love the shirts, but I actually told Johnny this earlier. I actually liked the shirts last year with the Canada flag mixed in.
That was good
because it was
too.
the red and blue with the flag. I must admit I love that. But these are awesome.
These ones I
like
think
the
they're
colors.
so. I love the colors. The teal and purple.
Yeah.
They show up great on
they're
camera.
Sharp. They're very sharp.
Super sharp. And
that teal kind of might be part of the Kingpins picture.
we're getting some more little insider information, guys. We've dropped so many insider informations tonight.
Katie just gets it out of people.
People love to tell me things. I just have that
huge
face.
strike by Johnny. That's a huge. Oh.
Do you want pepper or teriyaki jerky? We have Spring River Cattle here, who is selling their jerky, and they are also the host of our new tournament coming up in the
Beef
beginning
Bowl.
of the Beef Bowl, September 8th to 10th.
Medicine Hat?
Medicine Hat at Panorama Lanes. Spring River Cattle is sponsoring that event, and there's a steak dinner the one night, or a beef dinner of some kind.
And their beef is
Steak.
amazing.
I think it's steak.
And yeah, I think it's steak. Come out if you are not doing anything that weekend, September 8th to 10th, Medicine Hat, Alberta, and Panorama Lanes.
So Katie, I think we need a quick recap here because Johnny
Let's
just
do
threw
it.
a big strike and Trevor threw a strike, so they got
That's
a match
right.
up top.
So when we look at that match up top here, we have a little bit of an advantage still going to Team Innovator. They have about a 13-point lead. Both of them working on doubles, though. So that match is going to come down to the wire in 9 and 10.
Even.
Yeah, triples, but the doubles are counting. The doubles are counting.
Yeah.
Greg has run into some headpin problems, which is kind of what we've seen a little bit in the past few matches as well, that he's either strikes or busts. So he has headpins in 6, 7, and 8, whereas Justin has marks in 6, 7, and 8. So Justin actually has made up a lot of ground because Greg had a huge lead going into the second half of this game, and now it's pretty much even right up because with that double that Justin has, the count is going to put him right there. When we look at the third match, Matt Schultz just threw the strike in 8, but he was open in 7, so he's sitting at a 240 in 8. Kerry right now has the triple.
This is a big shot for Kerry.
Big shot for
It's going to be a really big shot for him
Here
because
it
that
is.
count is going to be super important if he wants to make that comeback on Schultz.
Here it goes.
We'll wait to see what he does before we go to
Pins
the
are
last 2
offset.
matches.
Oh, chop off.
Oh.
I swore his pin was offset.
Pin was offset, so there you go.
I swore it
Could
was.
be.
But
So-
still a good count.
But
though.
if
That's
he
still
can
huge.
spare this, that still puts him within a striking distance
Yeah,
with
it's a
2
ball.
frames to go.
That's a ball for sure.
When
Anyway,
when we look at the
Sorry.
fourth one, that's okay. When we look at the fourth one, Derek Holm doing what Derek Holm does and throwing strikes. He has
Yeah.
a 4-bagger starting in frame 4, 210 sitting in the 7th frame, and he has a very commanding
Yes, that
lead.
match is done.
Yeah, he has a very commanding lead on the lane.
Kreitz missed the spare.
Yeah, so it's not over for Kerry, but it's not looking
Trouble.
great.
Yeah, and an
it's
anchor.
trouble.
Yeah, Tyler was running away, but now Mitch has the triple and Tyler's open the last 2, so that match is really close.
That match is right back in it as
Mitch
well.
has come back. I shouldn't have beaked him before, I guess.
Well, Hendo, thank you for your steak
For
suggestions. He's giving us how to cook a steak.
Oh, God.
We live in Berta, baby. We know how to cook a steak.
Yeah.
It is the danger zone for Kerry. You are right.
Yep.
Yeah, he needed to make that spare. To
And
score.
you were right, Kerry. 4 out of 5 are going, or Cody, 4 out of 5 are going down to the wire here.
Derek just threw a bomb and apparently left a corner.
But to be honest, it doesn't
really matter for
doesn't
him at this
really
point.
matter.
I
He's
know, but
locked that one
holy.
up. But yes,
Gets the spare.
this
So
is
this
a big
is-
match.
It is. It's a big match, and it's going to be big for Tyler
ball
to
for
come
Mitch.
back. He's got to throw a strike here in 8 if he wants to get back in this match.
Yep.
Because Mitch is going to put the...
Walked away, walk off. He just walked away.
Yeah, you know when Mitch knows, he
Oh,
turns
yeah.
around.
Yeah. Here's the big one for Tyler. This is huge. Huge. Punched again. Punched again. Huge advantage to Mitch. Mitch is taking over. Here goes Johnny.
Brett and Robbie, don't make me call your mom. There's no fighting on our live stream.
Oh, Johnny.
Johnny with the big
Puts it
strike.
down.
So Team J Brains is coming back in the second half. At the beginning of this match, it was really looking like Innovator was going to walk away in a few matches here, but right now J Brains is really stepping on the gas, and they are not letting up.
Wow, poor Tyler. Feel bad. Wow, this is good. This is good. Here we go again.
All right, Justin's
the
up,
battles.
and he's looking to go on his double.
JB with the boom.
Trevor.
Here comes the boom.
Here comes the boom. Trevor over on the Innovator side, he's looking.
Oh, Justin gets the slider.
Oh, and he's
he gets
just
the
getting
slider
fired up.
with the triple.
Oh, here goes Trevor.
This is a big ball for Trevor Cook.
It is. Huge ball.
Oh,
yes.
And
Beautiful
the answer.
shot.
What a ball.
What an answer.
Great
so he
shot.
still is going to have that 13-point lead going
He
into frame
does.
10.
Wow. Here we go.
Trevor's been on point too. He's thrown really well.
He's thrown amazing.
Schultz.
And a hush falls over the crowd.
Yeah, this is probably the first time that we've really
Matthew
seen the crowd
Schultz.
getting so into it that there is that hush falling over the crowd.
It is.
Schultz?
It has gotten a little quiet.
It is.
hasn't
People
it?
are a little bit
Yeah.
more invested at
Yeah.
this point.
It's getting down to
You're
the-
right, JB. Are you not entertained?
Are you not
Oh, and
entertained?
Greg punches his fourth head pin in a row.
If you're,
That's
If
disastrous.
you're a bowling fan, you're entertained. This is awesome.
That match is
Oh.
flipped. That match is totally flipped.
Matt also
So
punched on the
I'm just going to lay it out here right now. When we started this match, we were at an 8-7 split for Innovator.
Innovator.
If Jay Brains comes and wins 3 matches of this, we are going into the last and final match, completely tied into the 10-player Bakers, where each player
Wow.
plays 1 frame,
For all
and it
the- for
comes
the
down
trophy.
For
to
the
that game
championship.
for the marbles.
Wow.
So
That lineup. How is that lineup going to be?
Did they put marbles in the trophy?
I don't know.
Marbles.
For all the marbles.
For all the marbles, it could come down to that moment.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be beer in it.
Maybe beer.
It is looking right now like it is going to be that 10-10 split.
Wow.
Carey roasted on a great shot, but Schultz missed his spare. So
He
if
did.
Carey spares this, he will have 222 and have a
And a ball
potential
working.
and
Yeah, it's still there.
252 and 9. No,
Yeah.
240.
Oh, he missed.
Oh,
Oh,
he missed
and
it anyway, so it doesn't matter.
doesn't
It's
matter.
tough trying to think of
Yeah.
that. So 222. That gives him 267 max, and Schultz already has 265. So
That's over.
so that match is over.
Mitch missed to the right.
So it's for sure at least 1-1, and I would say that Mitch is beating.
Tyler at this
well,
point.
maybe not. Tyler still has 293. No, it's still there. That's definitely not over. There's only the Carey and Derek matches are over.
So
Carey's lost, Derek's
we
won.
don't want to ever get to that point where there's a tie in the tiebreaker. However, if there's a tie,
A tie in the tiebreaker.
well, that's what somebody's asking. What if there's a tie in the tiebreaker? At this point, it does go to half points, I believe, but don't quote me on that because I'm just the commentator.
I think you're right.
I have no power.
I think you are correct. This is good.
Oh, Mitch missed.
Yeah.
Mitch
So big
misses
ball for
his
Tyler
spare.
here. This is a huge ball for Tyler.
Tyler needs this. Tyler needs this so bad.
Tiebreaker. Both teams have to throw 1 ball each, but everyone on the team has to be touching the ball.
Who said that?
Mitchell.
Jeez. Is that Mitchell or Michelle?
Michelle. Who called him Michelle?
I don't know. Who was
I can't
that?
remember who that was.
Yeah, I can't either. It was a long time ago.
Mitch. No,
That was,
Dwayne.
that was 3 hours
I don't know.
ago.
That was a
3
long
hours
time
ago.
I thought maybe you just do the 10-player Baker again. Just do a
I mean,
rematch.
potentially.
Oh, that's
Oh,
huge.
and there's the bomb that Tyler was
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's huge.
looking for. That's
So
huge.
Now we got a match.
Now we have a match.
Yes, we
so
do.
this
So
top
2
match
games are
is gonna
determined.
be
So 2 games are
massive.
determined. 3 are still up for grabs.
Yeah.
Johnny
And, well,
up on the lane.
No, I mean Justin's actually won. So really, it's
Johnny
Oh, and he
throws
gets the
the
strike.
ball.
Johnny throws the ball. 5
Wow.
Baker.
Holy.
See if Trevor can answer.
Trevor
Oh.
And a slider, but just can't get it to
Too
push.
thin. Too thin. Holy.
It's still not over.
No, it's not. No, it is not. Johnny throws a strike. It's pretty much over.
No, for sure. If he throws a strike, it's over.
Yeah. Quiet. So much
321 max for Trevor. Is that right? 321 max?
321 max. No, I don't know.
Oh,
And Johnny gets the split. So he's sitting at a 311, potentially could get to probably about a 316.
Yep, 316.
Trevor has to spare this.
Oh, and
he misses. So the first match is going to go to Jay Brains.
He pushed it.
What an incredible match, though. 302, potentially 304 to a 316.
Yeah.
Can't ask for better bowling than that.
Johnny gets the W. What a game.
The first one out of these 5 points is going to go to Team Jay Brains.
So we're tied.
We are tied at 8-8.
8-8. Wow. I like this.
Team
now.
Jay Brains is all sitting there. They're counting numbers, doing math.
Yeah, one team was getting ahead before, but now they're one-on-one. They're going. They're waiting.
So when we look at this second match here, Jay Brains is looking to take that second match as well as Greg has punched those 4 head pins in a row.
Yeah.
Really unfortunate timing for those head pins.
Oh, chop off.
Chop
big count,
off.
though. It's still a big count.
Yeah. Greg needs a strike.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Greg needs them all, but
he
needs Justin to.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's it.
Can't get the push
The
over.
next one's for Jay Brains as
2-0. It's 9-8 Jay Brains, right?
That is 9-8 Jay Brains, yes.
Yeah, just didn't put the old nail in the coffin there.
Yeah.
Yeah, what a turn. Greg starts with the triple, then he opens his last 5 frames.
Yeah, no kidding me.
And yes, so
you don't see that from Greg very often.
You don't, no. So here we're sitting, potentially if Mitch can win that, because the next 2 matches are going to go to Team Jay Brains. No, the next match is Jay Brains, but the one after that is Innovator.
Yeah.
Matt Schultz.
Tyler needs to win the match against Mitch.
Yeah, Carey can max out at a 267, and Schultz is already sitting at a 265. So Schultz is going to win that 3rd match, and at the 4th match, Derek is already sitting at a 270 to 180 for Dwayne. He's not going to come back. Dwayne is only able to max out at a
Yeah, so it's 3-1 Jay Brains.
255.
3-1 Jay Brains, and then the last, and then the anchor match.
Yeah, so that anchor match is going to come down to
How many times has Matt Schultz and Kerry Craig's played? I remember them playing each other in Whitey's.
They grew up together, so I'm sure it's a lot.
At Johnstone. Yeah.
That's true. It's not over till it's over, and there has been a foul already tonight. So we
Yes,
we can't
Dexter.
we can't count anything out until it's
We're
actually
just talking
over.
about fouls. No big deal.
But
Dex.
did you? So question for you: when you foul, was it like you stuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, he stuck. He stopped when his belly went over.
So Carey's going to finish with a 252, strike and a corner spare. Those 2 missed spares in 8 and 9 definitely did not do him justice there.
No.
Matt Schultz is going to finish with that 295. He had a spare and then a strike, so that point goes to Team Jay Brains. Coming into this next one, Derek Holm throws that first strike in 10. Dwayne is up on the lane. Dexter fouled in, I believe, round 3.
Yeah, it was.
In his first shot,
Yeah.
in the 3-man Irish doubles or
Yeah.
Irish trios, he fouled on his first shot. He stuck on the lane and went over.
Fell over.
Derek Holm throwing
That
another
one's-
strike.
He wins that one.
So an easy win there for Team Innovator.
2-2?
Right now we are sitting at 10-9 after these first
No, it's
4 matches.
3-1 Jay Brains.
3-1 Jay Brains for this
Oh,
round.
for this round.
10-9 total
Yes.
after these matches are done. And it is coming down to this one. So if Mitch can pull out the win here,
Wow.
He is going to secure the win
How
for Team J
close
Brains.
is-
If Tyler can get 65 in frame 10, he is going to pull out the tie going into the last game.
And do I want the last game to mean something?
Oh,
I would love the last game to mean something.
I mean, I do.
You,
but I'm
I'm
biased,
sure
though. I'm
you're
wearing a
wearing
teal shirt. I'm
so-
wearing a teal shirt.
Last
I'm
couple
sure
of
you want
years,
it.
last couple of years, the last 4 games didn't mean nothing.
Yeah. 2 rounds didn't mean anything.
Hey, settle down.
I do like as a competitor, I do like the fact that there's 10
And
points.
Tyler punches a head pin in 10. That could be the end.
It could be.
It is 228. He can get
Oh,
228
yeah.
in 9 plus 15, 238, 243 max. And so Mitch basically needs 6
Yeah,
points,
it's over.
Yeah.
7 points to win
In 3 balls.
in 3 balls. And
Are
he
you sure you can do that?
did it on the first
Walks
one.
away. Walks away.
That is 11. So for the 3rd year in a row, Team J Brains is the winner of the Gallaugher Cup.
There you go.
At least.
And he's already commented.
He's already
He does the
commented.
math.
At least they kept it close.
We still are going to play the last round, round 5. It's a 10-player Bakers team just for shits and giggles.
Well,
But for the 3rd year in a row, thank you, Robbie, for
it's been a slice. I have to go get ready to throw my 1 ball.
go throw your
Hopefully-
1 ball.
Hopefully only 1.
Throw that strike.
Are you in the first frame?
I don't know.
I can tell you when you are.
Oh,
When
we'll
not.
tell you.
I don't know.
Oh, I don't have your team. I have the other team.
No.
All
Thanks,
right.
all. There you go.
9-11 right now. Yeah. Thanks.
Thanks, Reb.
All right, we are back for the final round of the 2023 Gallaugher Cup. This is match 21. It could have meant something. It does no longer mean anything. We are at the point where Team J Brains has officially got to that 11-point mark after that last 5-player singles event in round 4. So this game actually doesn't really mean anything at this point. It's more so just to have some fun on the lanes. And joining me on commentary, we finally have gotten all the females. I have Jen Baker to my left. You're muted. There you go. There we go. And over on my right, winning coach, podcast co-host, Tracy Smith, legend in her own right. How's it going? Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, it was a little bit stressful there, but the boys did great.
The boys did great. They
Yes.
I mean, at the 5th frame mark, it was not necessarily looking like that was how this was going to end.
No.
It was a little bit more rocky than that, but you guys pulled it out.
We turned it around.
Yeah.
It was fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun to watch.
You look very stressed right now.
I am.
Tracy needs a drink. Stat. Anybody at Sherwood Bowl? Bring Tracy a drink.
Lane 16.
Like it
Lane
matters. How has it been coaching? I know you guys had like a little coaching session before a meeting.
Yeah, we were pretty organized in terms of like what we wanted to do, and then nothing really fell off the rails in terms of what we hoped would happen. But you're just a supportive cheerleader, right?
Yeah.
Are they good to go?
Yeah. You're good to go. Yeah, at one point in time, we were like, we would love to get, because we've had a lot of comments that there's been a lot of men on with me tonight.
Oh, no.
And so we're like, well, we need Tracy on. But then you were so involved with the team that,
I like to be up front and
we figured, we're like, maybe
cheering.
if it's already over by game 21, we'll be able to get her on here.
But now I'm good.
Now you're good. Yeah, now you can just
we
chill.
do the all women thing.
Yeah.
A lot of comments, too many men.
A lot of comments. So I actually wrote down, because they wanted me to bring it up to people, if there was a way to have, our top 2 females or top 4 females, 2 on each team or 1 on each team, even just to get some ladies in this event. It sounds like there's been a lot of comments that people would love to see the ladies also playing in this event and have it be a mixed event as well.
Yeah, I played the first year.
Yeah.
I was lucky enough to play the first year, and it was super, super fun.
Yeah.
And then coached the last 2 years,
Yeah.
so that's been really good. But obviously, it feels very offsided here, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
And I made a comment about it because somebody asked why it wasn't a mixed event. And I said, it is based on tour points and how you qualify through the years at the tournaments and stuff. And this year, actually, when we went through the list of asking people to come and those who couldn't make it due to holidays or prior commitments and stuff, we actually did get to a point where I believe Josie Brooks was either the next on the list or was asked, but she was on vacation this week as well. So we potentially,
she's in BC or something.
Yeah, she's in BC this week. So we potentially could have had a female playing this year as well, just with the way it all worked out. But I don't know if it was that she wasn't available or she was the next one to be asked. I'm not 100% sure on that, but yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to have, almost 50-50.
It would be.
But again, if you look at the overall attendance and participation,
there's definitely more male participation at the events, for sure. But yeah, so maybe that's something, we'll bring up with the creators and the board and everything and see if there is a possibility that there could be maybe, one spot on the teams dedicated towards a female roster spot or something like that to see if we can start having some of those females being in this event as well. But great turnout here. There was lots of spectators. There was lots of people here watching and enjoying and
Southern
supporting.
Alberta showing up, which
tons from Southern Alberta.
Which is really good.
Yeah, we've made so many pro league announcements on this 3-hour
what did I miss?
show.
Have I missed?
You've missed things.
Okay,
so,
I need an update.
Okay, so first of all, Panorama Trash Pandas released their logo in the middle of.
They sure did.
The Trash Pandas is the raccoon is jacked. He's got muscle.
Oh, I love it.
So that was announced. Robert Gallaugher announced the Heartland Kingpins have turned to the Stettler Kingpins. With Shauna is out.
Did you know that?
Did you know that?
Well,
You're getting new jerseys, new logo.
Well, I kind of knew that, but I didn't know the name change.
Oh, the name change. The
or
Stettler,
maybe I did, but
the
I just
Stettler
you're on the
Kingpins.
team.
We have 3 players. Mike Herbert, Bev Magnus, and Shauna are not coming back this year. And instead, there is
Greg Gigliock.
Greg Gigliock is joining the team as a competitor, and 2 from Saskatchewan
Scott Clausen and Coral Nichols
are going to be driving the 5-hour commute to come and play for the Stettler Kingpins. That was an announcement made. Here's another one. Let's just keep them rolling. We announced that there's another team out of Winnipeg, the Avalanche. Colton Uswa and Dwayne Gilardi are going to be on the Winnipeg, the Peg City Avalanche.
Peg City Avalanche.
Peg City Avalanche.
Very cool.
That was announced tonight. I think that might be all. Maybe. There's just been a lot.
That's a lot. Thanks for the update.
It's been a lot. Every time someone comes on, they just spill their guts because I'm like, tell me what's going on. And they're like, oh, well, this.
I love it.
Somebody's like, people just like to tell Katie things. Yes.
Well, did you hear we've got a new coach?
I did hear that one.
I did not hear this one.
I don't even know if I should say.
We're announcing
it's
things
public.
today.
It's public.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we've got a new coach.
So the new coach of the
Carnage, Calgary Carnage.
Calgary Carnage is?
Harvey had to step down, unfortunately, but we picked up Jeff Wilson as our
That's
coach.
an amazing pickup.
That's a good pickup.
That's
yeah,
a
we're
good pickup.
we're excited. So I just threw it out there. Now everybody
The
knows.
Dream Crushers are also looking for a new coach, so send your applications to Katie Rayner.
Jeff Wilson, you're officially locked in.
We tried to pick up Greg Gigliock, and he had already gotten an offer to play for Kingpins.
Yeah.
And he said he was deciding whether he wanted to be in a player role or a coach role, and ended up deciding to be a player, which no one can blame him for. But so now we're on the hunt.
You got to do it early.
You want to make some money with the Dream Crushers this season? Hit me up.
Queen, you're what, 2 for 2?
We have made money 2 years in a row. Yes,
That's
so
awesome.
we are looking for that
Those
coach.
are some good updates.
There's been so many good updates. Yeah, it's been a nice night of just like spewing it all out. And tomorrow we have tour finals coming up. If you do not have your tickets yet, that is okay. If you are in the Sherwood Park area, you are able to come by. You can come and hang out with us. $10 at the door for any tickets. Show starts at noon. If you can't make it before noon, that's okay. And Stephen, no, you're not our coach. I got totally distracted by that. Let me plug the things I need to plug here. $10 tickets, come see the tour finals. You won't be able to find out who the winner is unless you are sitting here in the stands watching, because it is all about secrecy. Secrets.
Big secrets.
Big secrets.
So the commentary's gone really well tonight?
The commentary, I personally...
Is it peaking right now because of Jen and I sitting beside you?
It might be. It might be. I actually feel like we had a really good mix of like players coming on, people who were like in the stands coming on.
That's awesome.
We had a really good mix going on. So I think commentary went pretty well. I mean, I selfishly will say that because I was on it. So
yes, you're very entertaining.
So if it wasn't, sorry, but it's over now. So
that's awesome. So how long has it gone so far?
How long has the show gone?
Yeah.
Well, we started at 6:30, and it's 10:30 now, so 4 hours.
Wow, and you're
when
hanging
we
in
look,
there.
yeah, and when we look at this right now, if it had gone to that 10-10 split going into the last game, Innovator would have pulled out the win for the first time ever, based on this final match.
Yeah.
But they're raising the trophy over
My
on JP.
team.
You better
Yes.
get in there.
Okay, I'm going to go celebrate
Okay,
with them. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations.
Guys. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Thank you guys so much for joining us all night, especially if you were over on the East Coast. I know it's been a late night and a long night for everybody, but we really appreciate all of the spectators and supporters throughout the evening. I can't remember where I was going with that. Don't know, but thank you guys so much for the 2023 Gallaugher Cup. We're going to run some announcements and then be done. See you guys tomorrow.
Okay,